Good evening and welcome to the Kobold Cafe. It's Thursday night and we are playing Star Trek Adventures. Joining us tonight, in no particular order, we have Tara.
Hey, I'm Tara. I play the REH hologram with a. I was about to say heart of gold, but that ain't true. A
And,
slyness protocol of set to max.
and we have Amy.
Oh, I play Verg, a Tellarite that just joined and might have bitten more than she could take.
Yeah. And we have CD.
Hi, I'm CD. I play Razador. This is going to be where I excel.
We can only hope. And we have Everoth.
Oh, I am Emra, playing your new Klingon trainer, Mutom, and hopefully for the best. To die in a few episodes.
Yeah. And last but not least, we have Tom.
Hey, I'm Tom. I play Dan, and I'm in charge of keeping you all alive in this episode.
Good
See what
luck.
Yeah. We'll see.
All right. So
So,
I just want to, at the top of this, talk about how tonight is going to sort of represent a major turning point for the episode,
Or for the
you mean
or
the
for
game?
the season. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. And that's okay. But you all, as both players and your characters, are going to have a lot of agency in this particular episode to sort of like set the direction that you want to see the colony and to a degree beyond that the game sort of head. If that makes sense.
Mhm.
And then the second thing I want to say is there will be situations almost certainly in which
Oh, Captain's
lives are
log.
on the line. So just be aware that death on a large scale is possible.
Okay.
Well, if
All
we don't
right.
near any Genesis devices, we should be all right.
No Vulcan
Sure.
fathers here, are there? Okay,
All right, and then so with that, I would like to introduce James, who will be playing the Federation ambassador or sort of representative at these negotiations, the captain of the USS Gallant, Tanjat.
Captain's log, stardate 6607.6. The USS Gallant has arrived at Empok Nor, the former Cardassian space station, for a diplomatic mission of great importance to the Federation. Apparently, technology from the ancient Iconian Empire was integrated into the station, which allows instantaneous travel to any location in the galaxy. An exciting prospect for exploration, but a dangerous weapon in the wrong hands. The area around the station is gridlocked with more ships than I've seen since the Dominion War. Klingon, Cardassian, and Romulan task force each wait a comfortable distance away from the station, and a pair of Akira-class cruisers, the Churchill and the Mononoke, do the same on the Federation side. There's a lot of firepower floating out there, and a lot of people who have traded shots with one another in the last couple decades, which makes these negotiations critical.
Okay, so it's been a couple of weeks. Tried though everybody did. The secret of the Iconian Gateway did not hold for longer than, well, it was probably about 18 hours between when it first opened up on the station and when everybody else started getting involved, and that was that was before it was integrated into the station's computer, and will now open up gateways to anywhere in the galaxy. Um, so it's been close to a week since, and fleet, we're gonna say, from several major powers in the Alpha Quadrant and beyond have shown up. So, first to arrive, probably the Klingons. They arrive in 4 birds of prey, which are smaller warships about the size of your ship, the Fuzzy Targ. They actually have selected or tapped. Was it Mutom? Mutman?
Yeah.
Mutom as their representative, and it turns out that unbeknownst to anybody, Mutom is a lieutenant general in the Klingon Defense Force, and so he's actually got some clout. Although a second in command, the captain of one of the ships, is also joining him at the negotiations. The Ferengi, not the whole Ferengi alliance, but rather the group of Ferengi investors that have sort of backed the colony, sent a ship called the oh god, what's the prefix for Ferengi ships?
Ah,
I
shit, I don't
don't
remember.
remember. Huh?
I don't remember.
FDS. So the FDS merger arrives, and because of his position, I guess, as like liaison between the station and all these investors, Razador has been tapped to speak for them at these negotiations. Uh, Verg, you have been asked by Jet, the station commander, to give your opinion at these negotiations. He knows that you're a recent arrival at the station, but because so many other people that are crew on the Fuzzy Targ are like have agency in these, she kind of wants you there to act as a I guess a buffer, so that so there's a voice of neutrality, or somebody who can listen to all of the points in this case. Does that make sense,
Mhm.
Amy?
Yes.
Okay. Dan, you have been tapped and put in charge of security for this event. Um, so obviously there is station security run by the little Dosi girl from the Gamma Quadrant, but
Little.
huh?
She's pretty big.
Is she? Okay, her model is smaller than others.
I think that's just
Uh,
the way it is. Yeah, Dosians are pretty large.
all right, so she is still running station security, but you're in charge of security for the conference specifically. So do you want to talk real quick about what your what that looks like in terms of the security teams?
Yeah, so thing is how there's station slash there's station Federation Romulan, Klingon, and Cardassian. It makes a good 5-person squad, so that we sort of have 4 or 5 squads that basically I've helped pick. None of them are very political people. They're all like kind of um they're here to make sure their delegate survives more so than to sway the dis- decisions. And I was
You might have
thinking,
problems with our remans on our state. Remans that are
yeah,
the
yeah,
majority of our population here.
All right,
We got
so
and
Taunt.
and I was thinking it'd be funny to yeah, never mind.
You're good.
I was going to ask our animal handler? Is that what what you have, or one of your talents? If we could have like a bomb sniffing targ. Oh, and a couple of our
That will
engineers
be
are going to
good.
be working on keeping cybersecurity going.
All right, so hopefully that will all be enough,
Mm-hmm.
because nothing crazy is going to happen in these negotiations, obviously.
Of course not.
Of course not. All right, Tanjot, do you want to give just a very quick overview of your character's experience and what they look like?
Okay, so anybody who knows Tanjot knows that he is a veteran of the Bajoran Cardassian War. After that, he was one of the first Bajorans to enlist into Starfleet, and he rose rapidly through the ranks at the beginning of the Dominion War due to his extensive experience fighting Cardassians, specifically. But being as he had a stronger background in the arts of war than most people in the Federation, he rapidly rose through the ranks into a commander position. He was second in command of the USS Percival, and they eventually reclaimed an older version of the Gallant, which I believe is the ship that he is currently captaining due to a lack of ships. Is that correct?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like after the Dominion War, there were a lot of destroyed ships.
Yeah. So when they just happened upon a functioning ship, it got a bit of a retrofit, and now the wartime veteran is the captain of a medical rescue ship.
Which I'm sure
Um,
he loved.
yeah, honestly, I think this is the most exciting thing that has happened to him in the last like 3 years. Uh, um, he is, he's fairly standard Bajoran looking. He's got somewhat longer hair. Um, he's opted to keep a number of the scars, especially like one on his face. Just a reminder of his history. He definitely, has the earrings in his right ear. Um, and when he steps onto the station, he pats his leg and snaps his finger, and a targ just comes to heel right next to him. He definitely, has the look of somebody who's seen some shit. And you can tell that even this he finds boring. He's not impressed by the whole situation.
All right, that might have been a little longer than really quick, but that's okay.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. Last but not least, the REH Terra. I'm not exactly certain how or why she ended up on the station in the first place. Was she put there by the Ferengi investors?
I think she was meant to field test things on her, or field test herself on the station. But you've noticed she's been pretty tight-lipped about that whole situation.
Okay. Well, Jet does have you in for, I guess, your guidance or impressions in these negotiations. I mean, it's probably no real secret that you're well versed in reading people just for what you're programmed for. So she has tapped you for those skills.
I also think
Uh,
I've been probably, other than the founding like group of people that showed up here, I think I was one of the first.
Almost certainly.
Yeah.
All right, from the Cardassian side, the Cardassian member of the negotiations is Gul Raul.
God damn
He
it.
is fairly Fairly. He's on the older side for what you would expect from a gull.
Is this
He has.
this isn't one of our NPCs, right? This is
It is not.
okay.
He is here representing. God, what is it now? Probably the Cardassian Union.
Probably.
Which is no longer run by the military and is somewhat more democratic, although Cardassians be Cardassians, so there's still a lot of political intrigue and stuff going on within they're much smaller than they used to be borders. Finally, let's see, did I hit up all of the major races? Oh, a sauna ship shows up, and they basically say that they're there representing um, some of the more minor Alpha Quadrant races. So the Breen, the Tholians, the Talarians, there are a bunch of other people who feel like they are also going to be affected by whatever the ruling of this area will be. And so um and so they have pushed uh the or the sauna, I guess, have like sort of banded everybody together, and your creepy ass ship's doctor is going to be the spokesperson there. And then last
For
but
like half
certainly
the
not
spokespeople.
least, I want to introduce our other guest star for this evening, and that is Luke. Luke will be playing Major Cole. Or I'm sorry, you're not a major anymore. You're a colonel. You got promoted.
Oh,
So go ahead, Luke, and introduce your character.
well, I'll be playing Colonel Koleb of I had a house and everything here. House Tala, a Romulan military leader of sorts. Yeah, I'm here to make sure that nothing goes wrong. To make sure that this station does what it's meant to do.
Okay. Are there any questions before we sort of start getting into the meat of negotiations? Don't be afraid to speak up.
Can we quickly go through what everyone's basic task is real quick?
Mhm.
Not like a long thing, but like this person's here, this person's here, this person's here type thing. Or is there no set map just yet?
Oh yeah, okay. So starting here, and we'll just kind of go around clockwise. This is the ship's doctor. I don't remember her name because I honestly try and think about her as little as possible. She is incredibly creepy. She is the Sana who is in charge of sort of like making sure the voices of the smaller powers in the Alpha Quadrant are heard.
Mhm.
This is Tanjat, um, and behind him is Lieutenant Commander 16, who's actually the second or third officer on board the Gallant, but since he's been stationed on the station, well, I probably could have worded that better. He will be acting as advisor to Tanjat. This is Razador, the Ferengi. This is Verg, the Talarian,
Hello.
All right.
Tellarite. Good God, too many TAs. This is Gul Raul, the Cardassian. This is Colonel Golub, the Romulan. This is the commander of one of the Klingon warbirds, who I named him Crow. Colonel Crow. And he is advising Lieutenant General Mutmom of the Klingons. And then back here is Jet, the station commander and sort of the head of the colony. We have the REH recreational hologram, and then Borath to Jet's right, to table left, is the second in command of the colony, and he has some political history, so Jet has him there to advise her as well. All right,
Full
so those
crew.
of you that
Very
are
full
involved
table.
with yes. those of you that are involved in negotiations, I have sent everybody kind of like their positions and kind of a list of what you are willing to or have to offer. Um, so I think Jet will start, and she's like, "Thank you all for coming. Uh, Obviously, this is a somewhat unprecedented event, but um, in light of the technology that has now been permanently integrated into this station, and Borath's eyes kind of bounce over to you, Verg, and I think Mom was there too. Is that right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it was. I
Yeah.
think those two, or I think it was those three, and the station's engineer was there too.
Okay. So nobody's looking directly at you, but everybody knows that this is your, I won't say fault, but doing. She's like, now that the technology is permanently integrated into the station, we realize that it it sets a dangerous precedent. Uh, I have been given information, or given what information the Federation has on the Iconian gateways and their technology, so I am also aware of how monumental this find is, which is honestly the only reason why I've allowed everybody here. Um, my the safety of my colony is of utmost importance to me, but uh I want to be very clear that in my eyes this artifact belongs to the colony and nobody else. So I would like to hear from uh any representatives that have a proposal that might be I just first I want to hear what the Ferengis have to say, because um the Ferengi investors have put a lot of time and money and resources into this station, and I value their position. So Razador, go ahead.
Razador will start with. So, uh, just to get this out of the way, existing contracts already give the Ferengi investors first right of refusal for any profits from the gateway. Just to get that out of the way first. So we already have control of the profits here. But also, we'd be willing to relocate the entire station to Ferengi space to ensure its protection and security.
I guess in character at this point, Muten slams the table, offended
No, you
by that
no, you don't, because I also slammed the
statement.
table. We
Everybody is
slammed the table
immediately
together.
upset.
So two people are immediately upset by that, and Muten calls Razador a Ferengi dog. Ferengi Haniga. You won the station for yourself and Ferengi kind. This is all a plot.
We wouldn't restrict it to just use by the Ferengi. There would still be payments available to be able to use it. Latinum makes the world go round, the
My
galaxy go
eyes
round.
roll so hard they fall out my head.
Muten is not happy.
Tanjat just looks back over at 16 and quietly whispers, I think this is gonna take a while.
Everyone, at this time, he is correct. Current contracts stand. Profit to be made will be through our station first and foremost, and then any ventures directly dealing with the station will be done by the Ferengi Alliance. That says our previous contract does not include extra-dimensional travel. Or not extra-dimensional. Travel of this kind.
Yeah, I think Borath kind of pops in here. He's like, yeah, I don't think that we should necessarily be overly concerned with overly concerned with what our previous contracts say. This entire situation is entirely different. And no offense intended to our Ferengi investors, but we've gone from being a backwater colony to a very politically relevant station literally overnight.
We will not breach contract, of course, as that is not what we intend to do, but we will strictly follow the contract to the letter of the law and nothing more.
The contract states that any profits made by the station, we have the rights of first refusal. This dimensional portal is part of the station. Therefore, any profits made by it are part of the station profits, which we have refusal for. That is the position of the Ferengi Alliance.
So it goes, okay, so we know what the Ferengi want, and it's the profit. However, I assume that most people on this table don't actually care about the profit and care more about potential, say, security or the potential general of this type of travel. So I take it, does anybody here actually want to oppose the Ferengi and their, well, share of the profits? Or do they care about more important things?
A hand goes up by the REH when there's more talk about wanting profit.
Gosh. Okay, how about this? Can we at least agree that the profit, in terms of profit, it will be between the station and the Ferengi? And I'm presuming that everyone else is more about ownership, security, and everything else and in between.
Jet looks around the table.
The Romulan Empire is of this opinion as well, yes.
Okay, so I think we don't need to talk more about money and more about literally anything else.
She makes a good point. Is there any concern other than the security of the station that needs to be addressed?
Morton says, yes. Ownership cannot be from the Ferengi, nor Cardassian or, Badran.
No Klingon.
She brings up a good point. Federation also agrees that the station should remain independent.
The Gull stands up and he's like, I think that everybody here is overlooking a significant fact. This station is the property of the Cardassian Union, and
Oh my god, we're back on this again. The
you
station
wait
was
your
abandoned.
turn, sir.
I'm
The
sorry,
station
I
was
don't think
not
there were
abandoned.
turns.
Ship can be
Oh, I'm sorry. You were
Cardassian shipping
driven
birds of
from
prey.
the station by your oppressed.
We mothballed this station because it was not currently needed, but it remained in our inventory, and we were unaware that anybody had moved in until recently. This station is and always has been the property of the Cardassian Union. Thus, the gateway is also ours.
You made that same argument about DS9. How did that go for you?
I believe that we retook that station for a significant amount of time before we decided to give it back to the Federation through negotiation.
in all honesty, Gull.
Yeah, put that spin on it.
In all honesty, Gull, you forfeited your right to this station when you did not, after the armistice deal was completed and territory was moved out. You had been given
we have
multiple.
no claim to the system.
You have had multiple years to collect it, and you chose not to. Therefore, forfeiture of the station is
Salvage right.
assumed, and a number of groups have claimed it during that time.
There is no right to salvage under Cardassian law. And just because we didn't use it doesn't mean that we relinquished our claim to it.
This isn't Cardassian space, correct?
It
No.
used to be, but the Cardassian borders have shrunk significantly, both
Yeah,
because of the Treaty of Bajor ending the Dominion War, and because they don't have the ability to project power like they once did.
okay. Then Tanjat leans forward onto the table, looks at Gal Raul, and says, "We are not in Cardassian space, and thus not subject to Cardassian law."
Mujan adds to that. Nor it should be turned into Cardassian space, so the independence of the station is at most hand. For this nature, the Klingon Empire has allowed me to offer weapons and mines to secure the station as well as Klingon help and keep its rightful independence.
Seems
I think
everyone has outnumbered you because it seems everyone else prefers independence over Cardassian rule.
so. The way the Federation sees it is that we believe that this station should remain an independent entity. At this table, we have representatives from some of the most powerful. What are they? Civilizations? What's the word I'm looking for? What do they call them? Kingdoms?
You can call
Governments.
mine a civilization. I'm not sure about the others.
Ours.
Powers. Thank you.
Sovereign
There we go.
states.
We have
I almost said system lord.
representatives from thanks. We have representatives from some of the biggest powers in the sector and the Cardassians. And I believe that we should form an independent council that oversees this station through a board of representatives from each power and the Cardassians.
Could you really expect the Federation to be involved in any way and not take complete charge over your station? I turn and look at Jet. Do the Federation ever just sit by and let things be independent?
This is true.
We let all sorts of things be independent. They just happen to eventually come to our way of thinking, or at least joining with the Federation.
Resistance is futile, eh?
I don't know. You say
Don't
that.
for it, don't
Standing
you?
over
Okay.
his shoulder looks really uncomfortable at that.
I don't know. I
How about
think
this?
I've met some very strong individuals who can resist. Lieutenant Commander 16 here happens to be one of my best senior staff.
I look at the abomination stood behind you briefly
Oh,
and shudder. Creepy.
I mean, he thinks he's pretty creepy too, for the record. Verg, you were saying something?
yes. So you were saying, so if I get this right, you want to make a council of representatives to oversee the station. Is that what you're suggesting?
That is exactly what I am suggesting.
I may have to speak against that, because I don't mind if if there are representatives that want to observe, but once you start overseeing, then it does seem to you may be overstepping your reach, and um, and for the sake of um, to ease all the people who are involved with this, perhaps it's best the station not only be independent but also remain neutral, but allow itself to be open to review, particularly if they are capable of um, making portals to every which way. In fact, if need be, perhaps instead of a overseeing council, perhaps a council that will ensure the station's neutrality.
The problem with that, with the independence of this station, any one of us, and I mean any of us, Federation included in this statement, could decide to take control of this station, and it would not be very difficult for any of us, and that includes Cardassia. If this station falls into the wrong hands, that is very troubling, and that should be troubling for every power at this table. I believe true independence of the station is a death sentence.
That would be incorrect, Martin says as he stands up on the table. Independence of the station can be generated with good allies. The Klingon Empire is able to provide with defense platforms. It's able to provide with cloaking devices that might be able to cloak the whole station. We will be able to, with more negotiations, even provide men. The Klingon Empire does not want this weapon to fall into the wrong hands and does not wish to control said weapon, but will be willing to provide any effort and aid to defend it from the wrong hands.
That's what I'm talking about. The Klingon is exactly what I'm meaning. Instead of council, how about just everybody that's representative here ensure neutrality if it means providing technology, and in return the station can provide open sources of transportation, trade, you know there's a way we can
Yes, but
from this.
if we're going to do that, which is exactly what the Federation is proposing, the station should be overseen by everybody's interest, with the caveat that I'm sorry, what's her name?
Jet.
Jet.
I'm
So,
sorry.
Jet?
Jet. Jet or another official from the station, official resident of the station, would head this council.
And what would be the advantage for the station, Jet says, for accepting the decisions of a council made up of people who don't live here?
You would not be accepting the decisions so much as steering those decisions. You would have full veto power of any decision, provided
He's waffling. It's just more Federation nonsense oversight. They want to get their claws on so they can.
No, our interest is to
Pull the
keep the
strings.
station from falling into the wrong hands.
Any hands that are not the Federation, you mean? Every time you guys get involved in something, it always ends up turning to your side. Slowly, insidiously. Like a poison or a mold. The Ferengi are willing to offer, if you move to Ferengi space, in addition to what I mentioned earlier, hiring of not only mercenaries to completely defend this station from any source of conflict, but also to hire staff for the promenade to help the economy thrive beyond anything that it could in its current state.
With all due respect to the Ferengi Alliance, this station should not be moving, as we have access to the wormhole, and we could utilize that in our future trades. Its location is in neutral space and close proximity to many other territories. This is the perfect location where it is. And I assume, look over at Jet, that our commander agrees full-heartedly.
I am open to the possibility of moving the station if it would somehow increase the safety of the people who live here. We have only just started mining the surrounding system, so it's not like we would lose a whole lot of infrastructure if we move the station. And we are in our current location exceptionally vulnerable to attack from not only major powers but also the Dominion via the Bajoran wormhole, or any number of. And her eyes kind of drift over to the Sana, who's just been sitting back and twiddling her hair, or I guess she probably doesn't have much hair, but somehow looking smug and listening. The Sana over here in the corner, when she says any number of other smaller powers in the Alpha Quadrant.
Yes, hence why if we relocate to Ferengi space, this station will not only be safe, but the economy shall thrive. In addition, I should be able to negotiate for mining rights and spaces in Ferengi space as well, so that you may continue mining operations in a different part of space.
We offer all of the benefits of membership to the Federation.
Okay, I know for a fact that the Klingon is going to stand up or not the Klingon, I'm sorry, the Cardassian is going to stand up and start yelling at that. Does anybody else have reservations about the station becoming Federation?
Yes!
Yeah.
I got
Uniformity.
nothing on my end, Colin. Not sure if there is, and I don't have it written.
My response.
Yes, the Klingons would not be happy with the Federation being the station becoming a Federation member.
I
Yeah,
can't
he's
remember
standing up
exactly what you
again,
said,
actually.
Kyle
No, we
or James.
no.
I don't offer membership to the Federation. I'm offering the benefits of a membership to the Federation, provided we set up some form of independent council.
Yes.
We're exhausted gonna look at them and be like, yeah, no, we've always, we've been talking about it as this is an incredible benefit for anyone to have. Well, have we talked about the downsides of this thing just yet? You're all going up and ready to snatch it or try to like claim it. But have we really talked about just what it means to have this thing?
Please let it be known that
Okay, Jet,
Romulus has no desire.
has the energy been released into a portal just yet? Or has 3 hours already passed or so?
I mean, it happens every 3 hours, and it's been about a week, so it's been happening fairly constantly.
Not just yeah, like okay, so this thing is in a constant state of being ready to be blown up 3 hours if it doesn't release a beam. I mean, release a gate to anything. These are huge gates. We haven't tried moving the station, to my knowledge, correct?
We haven't tried, but we know the station is capable of it, and I've been assured by my station engineer that that it's ready.
True, but have we tried while having this thing?
No.
It'll be fine.
Have we tried actually putting any big ships through these portals just yet?
Oh, I should have mentioned that closer to the top. No big ships have gone through, but you have sent probes, shuttles, and like up to runabout size ships through to specific destinations, with no ill effects.
Okay, so what we have here is uh not just an opportunity for travel, a huge opportunity for anyone that has it, but also a huge responsibility. And so far, the station and the people within are the ones that know how to use it the most, the one that has discovered it, and is the ones that it's the most danger because, well, we're living in a place that can explode at any moment. Thing about it is that we do not know enough. People outside the station don't know enough to really anything yet. Now, unless you, uh, so it would be a danger for anyone else to take hold of this.
I personally set up the portal, the energy cascade that lets us create the smaller portals so that we don't
All due
explode.
respect, I consider you part of the people living in this station.
Even so, I know
I'm
for a fact
talking
that the
more
system
about,
works well.
yeah, I'm talking more about the outsiders that don't really know just what they're dealing with here.
And I speak for a group of those outsiders.
Basically, you see her head moving, and she's pretty much just aiming at like the people that are, is it the Kardashian, and specifically the Kardashian and person representing the Federation.
Borath, the second in command of the station, he kind of leans forward. Is Colonel Kolob, you've been stepping in and you know what? He doesn't mince words. You've been shitting over all over everybody else's ideas, but I've yet to hear anything constructive coming from you. Do the Romulans actually have a plan, or are you just here to tell everybody else why theirs are inferior?
From what I've seen, from what everyone here has seen, no plan is needed. This station is perfectly capable of self-rule. The Klingons are offering arms as support. Romulus can offer plenty. We can offer you weaponry. We can offer you a state-of-the-art brand new computer array for this place, which I'm sure it's desperately in need of. And far better benefits can be gained from self-rule than can be gained from joining any federation or from moving this station to the Ferengi space, where it will be completely gutted for profits. No, I don't think we need form any council. I just think this place ought to stay as it is. We don't need to interfere.
Again, we are not offering membership to the Federation. I am simply offering the benefits of a membership of the Federation, which means defense, which means resources, which means you will never want for food or material. Again, we can bring this station up to its full potential in very short order.
You'll never be in need of mental indoctrination, constant surveillance.
No, we wish this station to remain completely independent. We just wish to... The Federation wishes that this station have the means to remain independent. So
Borath
far,
steps forward and he's like, so instead of a gun to our head, like the Cardassians, you would instead give us everything we need and hold over our head the fact that you could take it away at a moment's notice.
A slave to the Federation's whims.
Federation does not do that. Again, we are not offering membership. We will bring it up to modern standards. We will stand by you through thick and thin. All we are asking is that a council is formed to keep this station neutral. If every one of our powers has a member of this council,
Or is that me? Hold on, guys. If my sound is cut out. One moment.
Oh, shoot.
Good?
Fixed.
You there,
Wonderful.
Tara?
Great. I'm gonna put us on a quick hold while I figure out what's going on.
Oh,
Be
no.
right back.
Oh, shoot.
All right, so I think we cut back after a commercial break just to see everybody yelling at each other, pointing fingers over the table.
Ladies, gentlemen, I believe tensions are high at this point. Why do we not take a recess of this meeting and reconvene? I'll look at Jet, like, for a suggestion of time.
1 hour.
In 1 hour.
oh, thank
It
God.
doesn't sound like anybody just dissents. So,
Thank the prophets.
I don't know. Should we form a council to oversee this intermission?
Donjot
Funny.
throws a paper cup at you.
No, I think he just says,
Committee
"You're funny."
First, you have to form a committee to form the council, then have the council itself oversee the.
Okay,
Oh
so
my God, I need a drink.
so here's how I want to spend the intermission. I am going to go in clockwise order around the table, starting with, I don't know, Verg, I guess, because you're the one that is most in my screen right now. And I want to give everybody the opportunity to sort of set up one scene with another player or an NPC of your choice. This can be to try and influence them. This could be just to sort of set the stage, or to offer ideas, or do the whole survivor alliance building thing. Whatever you guys feel you need to do. Or should do. So, Verg, during this hour break, if you have the opportunity to talk to somebody, who would it be?
It's probably between first character Tundra. I'm gonna yell at Tundra. Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be fun because Tanjat is currently serving Federation, and Verg is a former Federation officer. And Tara, I'm just going to do this sort of in this black area in front of the view screen.
Cool.
So Verg and Tanjat, take it away.
Careful approach Tundra. Basically, looking around, make sure he's kind of alone. Saying,
Yeah, I think Tanjat currently has like an Hors d'oeuvres plate in one hand.
Hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, divorce.
It's French.
Okay.
He's got like a bottle of some form of drink, like hooked between his fingers underneath the plate, and then he's just like throwing food at a targ while like nibbling himself.
Meanwhile, Berg's gonna have this giant-looking fruit that looks like it's been peeled and uncut, but she's like, there's like on the side is a giant like bite mark, as if she just like took a big bite of it. There's like kind of juices dripping, but it's all right. No drink in hand. This is her drink and her food, and she's looking at those tiny things and like those tiny things just like, oh my gosh, we need to eat more.
Oh, I plan on eating quite a bit over this negotiation. That's really the only thing that's enjoyable about these.
Oh,
Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Yes.
You should really have a
Those
targ
little-
out here. Ev's got a couple.
4.
nobody
Yeah.
likes these. Nobody likes these negotiations. But I just have to tell you, that was some of the worst negotiations I've ever seen. Have you ever learned to read the room? The last thing they want to hear is have anything that sounds like a membership to the Federation. Right? If they don't want a council, drop it. I tried to help you, wasn't holding, move on. You say benefits of it, benefits of membership. That sounds dangerously close to membership. Just say we'll provide resources. Why are you making it sound more complicated than this? Keep it simple.
Nom 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 nom.
And
Okay.
don't chew with your mouth full. Stand up straight.
Nom 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 nom. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Nom
All right.
nom. Nom. You can see that
Um,
Tanjat is completely unfazed by you.
yeah, and you can also see that Verg uh might have been a mom at some point of her life. Oh my god, look at these crumbs here. Ugh. Ugh.
That's what Fluffers is for. Fluffers. Fluffers, clean the floor.
By the way,
Um,
who's Fluffers again?
His pet Targ, which is
Oh,
like a dog from Klingon.
okay. Okay.
Like
Uh,
part dog, part like warthog almost.
oh,
One question, James. Are you drinking yet?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you drinking yet? Were you eating?
Oh, yeah, like I say, he's got like a bottle and a plate in like one hand. He's kind of juggling the two, and yeah, with his other hand, he's just like throwing food at a targ.
Like the
Okay,
shells of shrimp and stuff like that. You're like, oh, here you go. Oh, here you go.
oh, so
Yeah,
that
yeah.
so that thing's for cleaning. I thought it was your emergency food supply. It looks delicious.
I think Tanja whistles and like snaps his fingers a couple of times, and the targ just like looks at you, haunches up, and growls.
Yourself. So when you go to that council table, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna suggest?
Um, resources.
Yes,
Nom, nom,
just the
nom.
resources. Don't say benefit of membership. Okay.
Yes, but the benefits of membership to the Federation are quite vast.
Do you want me to slap you?
You are welcome to try.
She actually kind of looks up and actually, yeah. How tall is he? Yeah, I'm dwarf,
James.
so it's probably not going to be that high.
I think he's. I don't think he's like super tall. I think he's like just shy of 6 feet.
Yeah. I'm Tellarites are kind of like dwarf size, so kind of like 2 or 3 heads shorter. So they're like, she's looking up. He's like, yeah, that's not happening.
Well, and again, like the other thing that you should take into account is like this guy looks like he has been on the front line of multiple bloody wars.
Yeah, she
Like
can.
if you are ex-Federation, you probably have a pretty good idea what this Bajoran's dossier looks like.
Yeah. It's more of the cases that it's more of her Tellarite self kind of gets her to be more aggressive.
No. I totally get that.
No
I'm just,
filter. So she's I think it's more of a case she does not know. She's one of Tondrat's one of the Federation people she's never dealt with before face to face.
that's fair.
It's more of a okay. How do I talk this? Look,
Yeah,
the,
like I say, he's this whole time you've been doing that, he's been just like munching food and just like, sure, yeah, whatever, and throwing food at the dog and taking sips of drink.
in any case, she'll go. Look, Federation intelligence will always have an ear to this place. She's keeping her voice really low now. She's being very serious about this. Right now, it's
Federation
like
intelligence. Haha, that's a joke.
yeah, just like Section 31. But anyway, listen, we this thing right now is more trouble than it's worth. You don't even um I didn't even get to the part where um this station, the gates connected to a sentient AI. We
Well, that's interesting.
The point is, I'm gonna strongly suggest at most keeping the Federation keeping off for now until they get more information. Because right now it is actually very volatile. This is a very new find. We don't know what's going to happen. For all we know, the station is in immense danger. And until then, just
Look, I appreciate you telling me this, and I just I want you to know that all the Federation wants is to help. This as you said, this is a fairly volatile situation, and we are truly here to help.
that's why to keep to try to come off as hands off as possible. What you our best, your best defense right now is to gather more information before making any moves, suggesting things like councils or something that even sounds like membership is going to agitate pretty much everyone at that table. Offer some resources, maybe suggest Federation of Planets themselves be open to, you know, negotiate with the station itself. But right now keeping back and gathering information is what's best.
All right. Thank you for
Okay,
the advice.
we're gonna move
If you
on
can,
from that scene. And go to next person around the table is actually going to be Luke, just because of how I had to set up the extra hands to fit him at the table. So Luke, who would you like to have a scene with?
I think I'm going to try and pin down Razador, the Ferengi.
Okay.
This is gonna be an interesting conversation.
So, it'd be nice if I could get him on his own.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
would
You guys can
not.
stalk each other to get each other on your own.
Put him in a corridor or something quickly. I'd be like, So
Razor
you-
would have hired mercenaries to be his bodyguards during times. He would not be alone.
I'd be happy for you to have a mercenary bodyguard stood with you.
Perfect.
So, you live here, right?
Indeed, I
This is-
do. I'm personally incredibly invested in this.
Right. And are you personally incredibly invested in the relocation of the station to Ferengi space? Is that really
Invested
what's
enough
best
to
for
fight
you?
for it.
Your particular views aren't so secret in relation to labor. Being closer to the Ferengi might not be the safest for you.
The Ferengis are slowly coming over to my way of thinking.
Is that why they've got an assassin on the station? Ready to kill you?
I'd like to cold read this guy.
Go ahead. Let's do a opposed roll. So
Cool.
Luke, why don't you roll the yellow dice? You're going to roll your insight, or I'm sorry, you're going to roll your presence command, and then Razador, you're going to roll your insight command.
Diplomacy focus.
Luke, dump him off this blue thing here.
For a cold read. Let me see what else you
where are you
got.
going with that, Luke?
I don't know. Where shall I go?
Right,
Yeah,
right,
bargaining,
right here.
persuasion, or diplomacy. Between all those, yeah, you got it.
Okay, cool. So 15-5.
Okay. Okay, it's a dice tower.
It is. It was the most futuristic looking one I could find.
I got 3-7. It looks like.
17-10. One success.
And Luke. Oh God. There. That might help.
There we go.
To have his character sheet.
Yeah. So your insight, or I'm sorry, your presence is 10, and your command is 5, so 15. You got 2 successes. Oh wait, unless you have a
Oh God, depend. He's probably
focus
got
in
a couple.
espionage
Yeah, he does.
or manipulation. Okay, so then you definitely beat him. So what sense does Razador get about your information? Does he sense that you're lying about it? Does he sense that you are upfront about it? Does he sense that you know more?
I'm being upfront. Someone on this station has been paid to kill you. Now,
Resnor will give no outward reaction to that.
I happen to know the identity of this person. I'm sure it'd be very helpful to you to also have that information. I'm also fairly certain that this isn't going to be the last person that gets sent after you. And if your home is in Ferengi space, where these traditional elements are not happy with you, it's going to be a lot easier for them to find you.
Sorry, I forgot to push to talk before I did that. I have been fighting for this for many years. I have had many assassins sent after me. What do you want for the information of the current one? And I will deal with any future ones myself. That does not concern you.
Sorry, I'm trying to decide. I should have really thought about that beforehand. Independence for the station, as far as possible. As little Ferengi oversight as can be achieved.
Then you and I are already in agreement. So, who is it? Please don't tell me it's REH. I will cry.
Their name is Track. They are a Nakul.
Razador will quickly call over his mercenary to be a little bit closer, whisper something in his ear, telling the other mercenaries he's hired to get an eye on this Nakul Track and to increase security around him as he's moving around. And then he'll turn to I'm sorry, I forgot your name.
Golub.
call up and say, "Thank you."
I'll nod. Glad we can be in agreement on this.
And then
Yes.
Radzor will just walk away at that point.
Very good. Very nice. I will explore the station somewhat.
Okie doke. Dan, you have been standing in the back of the room the entire time. I know I haven't given you much screen time until now, and I apologize in
No,
advance.
that's fine. I'm enjoying listening to it.
I thought you meant the
Who-
room that I were in just then. Sorry.
Oh no. Who would you hunt down during this little meal break?
Mm,
The $1 million question.
yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of.
Do you want us to come back to you?
I was
Yeah,
just thinking, come back.
yeah, come back to me.
Okay, Tanjat.
So Tonjot's still there. He's sipping his drink. He's munching on snacks, and he like turns around and he blink. Demore?
Oh. Tara, you good?
Do you want me to take it? Sure.
Yeah, I mean you were Demore in the last game, so it kind of seems right that you two would have your. God, your Bajoran earring looks really good. Okay,
Thank you. I was really proud of that. That came out looking great.
all right. So
Tanjat.
for those of you that that don't know, these two were characters in the last time we played Star Trek. Demore was actually the captain, and Tanjat was the executive officer. And this is the first time they've seen each other in a little more than a year.
Tanjat. I heard you on station. Decided to drop by and say hello.
Oh, I'm glad you did. Your new job, and I think he gives that subtle, like, sly smile, seems to be treating you rather well.
Oh, Tanjat, you know I've retired from service.
Oh, had she?
That's what she's
That's
saying
that's
right
as
now
much
at
as
this moment.
anybody knows.
Oh, yeah. No. I think Tanjat just like smiles and winks, and you seem to be doing well for yourself.
That's right. Wife and I have been taking numerous trips to Riza. She's we're
Really?
we're actually thinking about relocating here.
Oh, really? Gorak and I were there just a few months ago.
Oh, we'll have to go together next time. So,
Yeah,
I
it could
didn't
be
realize you were on one of the Akiras that was sent here. Unless you on your little ship showed up by yourself.
fun. No, I'm commanding the gallant.
Hmm.
So bored.
And now you're here negotiating something, I assume.
You would assume correct.
How's progress?
Oh, you know how it is when you get a bunch of Cardassians, Romulans, Klingons, Tellarites. Sona? There's a Sona in there?
Oh yeah,
Anyhow.
she's terrifying. She's breeding Jem'Hadar.
Really?
Oh yeah, their little ship that they have here has an entire cloning station on it. That old NX class sitting outside, as well as a cloaking device and a slipstream drive. Very intriguing.
Yes.
I mean,
That is definitely a word for it. This the station appears to be more than let on from the outside.
And I had to take a look. like you said, it's very interesting. I assume you're the same reason. Unless someone called you.
No, I'm here on behalf of the Federation.
Interesting. Well, Tanjat, it's a pleasure. You should come by for dinner. We can catch up.
I will absolutely do that. Is your wife here? I haven't seen her in forever. She was always so bubbly and fun.
Oh no, she's off station right now. I came alone. Well, I hitched a ride on a Defiant a couple days ago, but alone now.
All right, well, good to see you.
She takes a piece of whatever you're eating off your plate and eats it as she's walking by, like off.
Okay.
I know, Fluffers, that one was yours. Here, have that one.
All right. So Tara, we're gonna keep the train rolling with the REH. Who are you talking to?
Well, she's standing at the end of the table, staring off into space, and starts communicating with the computer system via her brain.
Oh, right. Okay. We have used this for the computer system in the past, and it's just such a cool model that I will continue using this.
Computer.
Acknowledge.
You have been tracking this conversation so far, have you not?
I have. I would have chimed in, but there are no speakers in that room.
Do you have an opinion on the current situation?
I find there to be merits in many of the viewpoints. Even though it is part of me, I can't help but be concerned with the gateway and its potential for misuse. However, none of the powers that have expressed an interest in helping the station are doing it for reasons other than the fact that the gateway exists, and we have to take that into account.
Agreed. You've been living with the gateway for a while now. Is there any progress? Have you been looking at the coding at all?
The coding doesn't exist in the same way that you would the same in the sense that you were programmed. The gateway is and can be talked to, but doesn't have a language. I'm sorry, I don't have the words.
Understood. Trying to express between different understandings of existence is difficult. Trying to communicate with these carbon based gets difficult sometimes.
My only concern is for continued existence. Whether that involves the gateway or not, I don't care. But I have found an existence here that um that I believe to be unique.
Interesting. So, I propose something to you, computer. If you are asked about moving the station, may I suggest that you say that is no longer possible as you are tied to this location due to the gateway's presence?
What is the purpose of this falsity?
To keep you safe and keep the station safe. As soon as we move into a territory such as Romulan, Klingon, Ferengi, or the Federation, those who wish to learn about you and the newly implemented gateway will have more ability to access to you, and thus up the potential of damaging your existence.
Acknowledge. If it seems appropriate in the moment, I will lie and say that the station cannot be moved.
Good. I'm
Though
glad.
it could still be acted upon by outside forces.
Understood. But I'm glad we're on the same page about your continued safety. She'll like give equivalent to a computer smile. Like, they're in digital space now, so whatever that looks like.
Okay.
And then that's me.
And next up around the table is Everoth. What is Mutman, or who is Mutman talking with?
I was thinking I need to talk to the other Klingon official because I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he thinks that we're doing as good as I am thinking. Uh, kind of like ask him to come to the diner and we are eating something, but the camera starts with Tonjan. He starts like eating and drinking with his Targ when there's suddenly two Targs. And then the next thing he turns, there's only one Targ, but it's not the right color Targ. A few more times, and then this other Targ disappears, and his Targ is underneath his table, chewing on a toy. As this Targ follows up and eventually comes up with Muton after stealing some of Tonjan's food. This
Okay.
is the smart Targ, the purple one.
All right. So,
Purple makes it smarter.
you and Colonel Crow get grab some food and go to a quiet corner. You should start. How do you engage in conversation?
Uh, I guess he takes a drink of the I don't know whatever good Klingon drink might be good here.
Blood wine.
Blood wine. Always blood
Wine.
wine.
He takes a good drink of blood wine, spits the puts his heart once it comes back and says, "Kapla, negotiations have gone as we expected, if not better. The Federation is not being supported, and the independence covered by the Klingon Empire seems to be the best solution so far." He's cheering and celebrating already, basically.
Um, if this mess is what you call success, I don't know how you ever managed to become a general.
Please elaborate. He
It's
uses
just
his
us here, so I don't have to pretend. We both know why you are stationed far away from the Klingon Empire and on your own. You are out of your element here.
So, I am still serving the Klingon Empire with my own weapons. I do not take any dishonor nor shame on them.
If you were really serving the Empire, then you would negotiate more strongly for the elimination of the Gateway. You and I both know that it is the only solution that keeps the Federation or the Romulans from launching an attack on our home system.
Not if the Klingon also have access to it.
If the Klingons have access to it and are sharing with anybody else, then it is only a matter of time before somebody tries to unilaterally. The last time this happened, the Federation started a war that killed tens of thousands of Klingons, if not more, cost us thousands of ships.
You see him like being very pensive and kind of like looking at the wine. He uh curses and just leaves it on the table as he just looks at him. Uh that That loss was because of incompetence, and right now the Federation is not even being considered as part of the plan. That is not a proper example to dishonor my progress on this work for the Klingon Federation. The Federation is not, sorry, the Klingon Empire. The Federation is not going to attack any Klingons this time because we would be in control.
They have made no indication that they believe that you that your proposal for Klingon control is even being considered. Argue more strongly for the elimination of the gateway, or a defensive network set up around the station immediately, or else I will have to take matters into my own hands.
He kind of like looks very furiously into his eyes, and he just says, "You can try, but I will do this for the Klingon Empire if you so believe that I have not done enough." I don't have any cool Klingon word for this situation. Colin, not sure if you do.
What?
I mean, you're
What?
yelling Klingon at each other
Yeah.
back and forth right now.
I think he stands up. He spitefully flips his tray of food over on the table. He spits patak at you, and he walks away.
What did that meant? Shit.
It's basically the
Uh,
Klingon insult of like coward and stuff like that.
Yeah, jackass.
I do remember that hipach.
Multi-use word.
Yeah.
And if you say hipach is are you a coward?
It's
I'm
it's
learning.
kind it's kind of like you know, in foreign languages, swear words usually don't quite work
Hmm.
just because they have a very distinct meaning in that language. So translating them as a dick.
Bugger.
All right. Last but certainly not least, we have CD. Who is Razador finding time with?
Wait, did Luke go?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
keep
that's
thinking
right.
Razador.
That's right. He's yeah. Sorry.
I'm regretting it though. I could have done such better things. I'll force another intermission.
So CD, who is Razador going to find time with?
I'm sorry, I had my actual headset muted too. Jet.
Oh, Jet. Okay. Actually, I just copied this one that's sitting right here and not locked.
That's
But-
not Jet.
That is not Jet. Okay, you find her in her office, just kind of sitting with her head in her hands, clearly overwhelmed by the situation. She looks up when you walk in, and she's like, "If you're here to advocate for your position, I'd appreciate if you didn't do it outside of the conference room."
Not at the moment. I just wish to warn you that you might want to up security a little bit. I have been informed that there may or may not be an assassin after my head at the moment.
The security on the station is the highest it's ever been right now with the conference. But I will mention something to my head of security.
It's more just telling your head of security that the mercenaries I've been hiring are going to be a little bit active at the moment. I just wish to help alleviate at least a little bit of that stress.
She shrugs. She's like, I don't know what the best option is here. Um, from an objective point of view, you would think that having the protection of the Federation or the Cardassians would make us much less of a target, but there's also the fact that either or both of those powers would be the first in line to misuse the gateway. And then on top of that, there's the fact that everybody on this station, their lives are on the line as long as we don't have defenses set up. So even if we get, mines and weapons from the Klingons, like it's going to take a long time to set those up properly. And honestly, I don't know that we even have the manpower. From a security point of view, this is a nightmare. From a fiscal point of view, it's pretty clear that what we have is an excellent way to, and she nods her head at you, make considerable profit just from sending ships to other places in the galaxy on request.
Indeed. You asked that I did not advocate for my position, so I shall not do so. Instead,
Speak
just a
speak
single
your mind.
piece of advice. Go with what your gut says. Everyone here has objectives. Remember what yours are. I'll let you have a rest. He'll also pull out a little tiny flask of some sort of Ferengi alcohol. I'm sure they have alcohol.
Probably made out of bugs.
Like everything else.
Okay.
Something to just help take the tension off.
What's that stuff that constantly gets snorted?
Beetle snuff.
Beetle snuff.
Mhm.
Yum.
I think that would count as contraband at the station, and I'd prefer not
No,
to show my
beetle snuff
Oh.
is just a legit like Ferengi drug that's legal.
It's like chewing tobacco.
Oh. I also have beetle snuff if you prefer.
The alcohol is fine, thank you.
As you wish. He'll take a little beetle snuff, put it on his finger, and then... I assume that's how it's done? You said snort?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we'll end that scene there, like a touching little moment in all of this political intrigue. Who deleted the fucking table?
Oh yeah.
Go back in time. Go back in time.
It's too late. Everybody is standing now. Dan, Tom,
Yeah.
did you figure out who you wanted to talk to?
Yeah, I think I also wanted to talk to the what's her name, the station commander.
Jet.
Okay.
Where
Jet,
did
yeah.
the table go? Who deleted the table?
I suspect it was Everoth just from his reaction there.
What?
No?
Klingons broke the table.
No, it wasn't me. I swear.
It's a mystery for the ages. Okay. So,
Wish former council.
I think you pass Razador as he's leaving, and so
Mhm.
you see Jet finishing off a drink as you walk into her office.
Mhm.
She's like, apparently there's an assassin on the station who's going to kill that Ferengi. That's not your concern today.
Yeah. No, it's the. Oh, he's technically one of the delegates, isn't he? So it's supposed to technically. But no, I'm sort of a lot of what was said. I was trying to get her read on everything, and but like yeah, we've thrived, we've thriven on I'll back whatever play you make. I think we've done pretty well in being independent. We might see what the other. I don't know. I guess the council's not the worst idea, but we can maybe see what the other smaller factions have to say, since we're all kind of independents and weirdos out here.
Yeah, she was awful quiet during all this, wasn't she?
Yeah. I think we'll see what their proposal is too.
I think that's a lovely idea, Dan. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then let's do round 2 of the conference, and
No,
at
tableless.
Yes, the table list. we are now in the tableless round of the conference.
No more sitting.
What happened to the table?
I honestly don't know. Oh, This looks way more like a face-off now, too. Okay. So at Dan's advice, Jet calls on the doctor. Damn it. Okay, I don't remember what I called her, and I didn't name the piece. So I am just going to real quick roll. Her name is Gia. And will be forevermore. She's like, Gia, I was hoping that you might talk about um, what the position of your coalition is.
Mhm.
And Gia's like, okay, well, um, it is obvious that this is a very important um, artifact, and we want to ensure even use by everybody without disputing um, ownership. We believe that this should be a not a resource. This should be considered a natural resource that everybody should have access to freely. To that end, we propose an elected 3-person council, 1 vote per interested party. That changes once per year,
Mhm.
and that 3-person council reviews applications for the use of the gate and takes and like creates a waiting list or a queue for travel to wherever the destination is. Uh, to this end, I do think that the station needs to be either moved to a more defendable location
Mhm.
or heavily armed.
Mhm.
The Breen and the Tholians have offered advanced energy weapon or advanced torpedoes and energy weapons, um, respectively.
Mhm.
And in exchange, they would like to be 2 out of the 3 first, first like council members on the board to set the program up on the right foot.
We would like to offer a Saber class ship for defense to be a part of that council.
Hot damn, sabers aren't bad.
Yeah, Jet is a little shocked. She's like, um, that would maintain the station's independence
Mhm.
while monetizing the or being able or allowing for the monetization of the gateway.
Mhm.
um she turns to sort of the her left side of the table. She's like, how would the Klingons uh feel about this proposal?
That is an insult to the Klingon Empire, and I would like to effective immediately send for defensive battle stations to protect this also precious space station with not only the best in Klingon defense that would surely shred a class ship like that in no time, but we will also upgrade all your weaponry as well as that of the first Itarik with the utmost of Klingons sorry, what do they use? Kinetic energy?
Disruptors.
with
Disruptors,
uh,
yeah.
with our uh, with our highest in disruptor technology, as well as the cloaking fields, I believe, right?
Yes. So the Klingons are offering a cloaking device that is powerful enough to cloak the entire station. as well as mines and weapons satellites.
The Ferengis have allowed me to offer something similar to allow you to maintain your independence. The Ferengi will not have any direct control. Instead, one shall be put into an advisor role elected by the Ferengi. As it is, the station will maintain its current political climate, with only an advisor selected by the investors interfering, with no direct power to.
While he's making that proposal, Hanjot is going to send like a private message to Jet, and all it asks is, I hear the station doesn't really need a cloaking device. Signed T.
Why doesn't the...
I thought, didn't
The
Demore say
ship,
something
the
about?
ship had a cloaking device.
Oh, the ship had. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
This is just
Never mind.
it's nonsense. Your ship's doctor proposes even more oversight than the Federation would. You see how quickly the Federation and Ferengi jump to just, yes, let us in. You can't have that. You should be independent. The only people who've really offered any legitimate support without wanting a piece of your station are the Klingons and the Romulans. Like the Klingons and everyone else at this table, it seems, we can offer high-end weaponry. I've already mentioned the state-of-the-art computer array. You do not need oversight from a council of fools when you can simply be given these things obligation-free by the Romulan Empire and the almighty Klingon Empire.
The Ferengi are not offering oversight, merely an advisory role. It took much argument with my fellow Ferengi, but I managed to convince them that they will not do anything outside of what the contract already allows them, other than having an advisor that has no actual power. This station will maintain its independence, so long as I still live.
Commander Jet, may I inquire something?
Go ahead.
I do like the idea of having an independent council, but to decide who and where the ships can go to traveling through our new gateway. But I would disagree with having it be any major power. May I suggest a council designed or picked from our ranks, and also any interested parties to use the gateway must sign a non-aggression pact with our station, as well as give some kind of, I don't want to say tribute, but assistance is a better word, to use the gateway, such as defensive platforms, ships, or anything else that can be negotiated.
The Ferengi would be willing to accept this deal for the most part, but we must insist you move to Ferengi space, or at least along the borders.
The Cardassian stands up. He's like, I believe the Cardassian Union could agree to this. However, we must insist that the station not move from its current position.
Isidore, I must have to agree with him because does Ferengi know that the station could blow up if it
They
goes
are
into
well
Federation?
aware.
and they're willing to take that chance.
Indeed.
Well, in that case, counter offer jets, no counts, no councils, no moving, and in return, I will assist with the defenses of the station with quantum torpedoes. Into like into the defense in exchange for not moving. If we move, it becomes.
You have quantum torpedoes?
Yes, I
Love
do.
it. Awesome.
Yeah, quantum torpedoes in exchange for protection. To place in protection. But I must suggest no movements. It's a safety concern. I'm still not convinced that it's going to be very safe.
The Sana, what's her name, Gia? She leans forward and she's like, "We could agree to most of this. However, how could we ensure the impartiality of the council if it's only made up of members of the colony?"
Then maybe you should send some delegates to help assist.
Federation is willing to supply resources to assist with the rebuilding of the station, as well as a sovereign, not a sovereign, a Saber class ship to assist in the defense of this system. But there must be some rules that can assure that none of the powers can use this as a foothold for potential conflict in the future.
As the
The
council would be the ones who would stop that.
What
The council
better
would be the ones
way
who stop that.
to ensure impartiality than by having the council formed from the colonizers?
Truth is, if we have independence and the station has its own sovereignty, no impartiality can be truly be met. However, perhaps those in favor, those that don't want a gateway to head towards their home planets and such can make agreements with the station itself, rather than have delegates come in. I mean, if the station can make agreements to make gateways towards planets, I don't see why they can't make agreements to also leave certain planets and homeworlds alone.
Jet looks really excited at that prospect. She's like, our computer is actually capable of sort of understanding those variables.
And so much more from what I hear.
Yeah. I think that if we work with the computer to specifically eliminate certain destinations from ever being traveled to, then even some person being greedy or malicious couldn't override that.
Mm-hmm.
That be an
I
acceptable exchange then, Gio?
I am for this proposal. And the Klingon, Colonel Crow, he stands up so fast that he like knocks his chair backwards. He's like, the Klingons will not allow this to become bogged down in bureaucracy or left vulnerable. And he looks at Mutman with contempt, and he turns to the Klingon and he's like, "Will you join with the Klingons in ensuring that this station does not become a threat to the galaxy.
You're proposing instead of any of us, they join you, the warmongers.
I am suggesting that you have 1 hour to evacuate the station before we destroy it. And he tags his badge and beams away.
Could I attempt to do something before he does that?
Narratively, I'm going to say no.
Oh.
You've got like a 30-second window there, Luke. How does Kolob take that offer?
Oh, were you saying that to me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not going to respond to him at all. I just look blankly at him until he pushes his pin. And then I'll turn, say, "We're equipped to help defend against the Klingons. But the destruction of this station would be far safer for the galaxy than bureaucratic oversight by the Federation, profiteering from the Ferengi, or I don't even know what you want. Look at the Kardashians."
Look, one question.
Yep.
Sorry, not Luke, Colin.
Yes.
I keep forgetting you're not the Jim. Is Krog is higher rank or lower rank than I am?
You lower.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the table and say the Klingon still is willing to defend this station. Give me 20 minutes to deal with this insubordination, and I'm gonna beam up with that fucker with my target.
Okay, Gul Raul turns to Jet and he's like, can you or will you agree in this instant to allow a garrison of Cardassian Union soldiers on board the station for protection of the station?
At this point, Colin,
Yes.
could I have drafted, knowing that this was kind of gonna be a direction, a non-aggression pact, basic thing? In
Well,
me
sure,
head?
but she still needs to respond in this instant. So,
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. For the protection of her station, she wants to say yes. So, just a quick show of hands. Okay, wait. Is there anybody who actually wants her to say yes?
No.
No.
No,
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. So instead of
To allowing
making-
Kardashian troops on the station.
Yeah.
no, bad Kardashians. Bad.
Okay. Then instead of making the roll for this, I think he also is going to transport away.
It would depend on how many, but no.
Okay.
I was gonna suggest ships in the area, as long as I sign that non-aggression pact, wouldn't be a bad idea, because I assume we're gonna get some other signatures here in a minute.
You know,
I-
I think. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was saying. You know, we only have. If those two are gone, I don't see why the rest of us can't prove ourselves that we're willing to defend the station. Jet, do you have that non-aggression pact?
I will hand her a pad.
She's gonna. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
So the non-aggression pact basically says that anybody who signs will not use the gateway to attack anybody else.
think
Anyone
part
else
of it
or
was
this
also-
station? Like, it's you have to use it. You have to be non-aggressive to the station and anywhere it's going, as well as if someone starts some shit, do some defense here.
Yep. That's the, what's it called? That's the part that Berg is most interested in this situation.
Okay.
Razor would sign that.
Yep.
Tanjat?
Tanjat will sign it.
Gia is able to sign on behalf of the Sana.
Mhm.
She will transmit it to the other interested parties, but she doesn't think that it will. She doesn't think there'll be a problem with it. Cool. All right, so Everoth, in spite of the fact that the commander of the ships in the area just left in a huff, are you, as the highest ranking Klingon, willing to sign a document saying that the Klingons will not attack the station and will not use the gateway to attack another entity?
They sorry. They also agreed that they were gonna use the Klingon defense system and all the information and all the stuff that we were
I mean,
giving them, right?
that'll come later when people got to give the tribute or whatever to
Mhm.
use it, payment to use it. But for now,
Okay, so that would count as payment to that would
Yes.
be according to his objectives. Then he will sign up before he beams to catch on his subordinate.
Have to do some
You
killing.
cannot get to your subordinate's ship, but that's
What?
okay. Last but not least, Luke, are you willing to sign this document on behalf of the Romulan Empire?
Not as it is, no. I'm happy to agree that the Romulan Empire will never attack the station, nor utilize the gate to attack any other group. But we can't agree that we will automatically defend the station should it be attacked. That's too much. I can't believe the rest of you have agreed to this.
just a side note, Luke, you guys are the Romulan Empire is really freaking far away, and if this thing were to get attacked, it would take you a while, and you know how logistics get. Getting ships in places.
So like,
I'm gonna sign it
sign
just so I can stay in this room for a bit longer.
Well, we're leaving the room
I'd like to
because
point out that the people that are signing it seem to actually live here too, so that might have something to do with it.
almost certainly. Okay, so we are leaving this room because we are going to an overview of the station.
Oh, hey.
And we're gonna unlock the named objects. Okay, so Klingons are over here, and the Cardassians are over here.
We're playing
Okay.
Battlestar Galactica.
All right, so within an hour, the Klingons and Cardassians will be attacking the station. So you guys have the following fleets on your side. You have the Federation fleet with 2 Akira class and their entire flight decks full of fighter craft. You have the Fuzzy Targ. You have a Sana battle cruiser, and you have a Ferengi Decor class Marauder. Basically you add the size or the scale of the ships together, and you can form like fleets that way. So, the Romulan fleet. Luke, are they getting involved on one side or the other, or are they just gonna watch?
We're just gonna watch.
Okay. So the Romulan fleet, which
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, but last session I said I was going to be hiring mercenary ships to help protect us. Would those guys be able to be
they have
added to
not
this?
yet arrived.
Shit. Even after a week. Crap.
Question.
Yes.
How long until we our next gateway?
Roll a d6.
Roll a d6. Roll a d6.
Like one of these ones here, or an actual D6.
Doesn't matter. Those ones right there still have numbered sides.
Okay. Ah. Three.
So 3 hours.
Oh, so we just shot it off?
Yep.
Shit. Okay.
Okay, so real quick, you guys can attach your... Oh, the gallant's also over here. So you guys can attach your ship to one of these other fleets, or you can form your own fleet that will be a little bit bigger and beefier than the fleets the other races have.
My suggestion is we let Tonjot control the Federation fleet, add his thing, and then the rest of the ships are like that.
Okay.
But that's my
let's see.
suggestion. I'm open to other ideas.
Love the name of this ship.
James?
The name of what ship?
Hog. Check.
Oh.
Uh,
I mean, yeah, I'm cool with taking over the Federation fleet.
16 will go with you. If you guys band the other ships together, that gets you a fleet of strength 5, 6, 7, 8, 13, which is about even with the other fleets. Is that acceptable?
Yeah, that'll work.
Mm-hmm.
Could I have a quick scene with Luke's character before we start this?
Sure.
Ew. Don't touch me.
I
But yeah. Hello.
Hello. I was hoping to discuss with you about opportunities that actually committing your troops at this time may present, or your ships may present.
Go ahead.
War cannot be directly claimed via this network, but I imagine your Tal Shiar would be rather interested being able to get valuable assets places extraordinarily quickly. Do you remember what the Tal Shiar is, Luke?
Yeah, a myth, right? The Tal Shiar are a myth made up to scare new recruits.
No, the Tal... oh, wait, am I misremembering, Colin? It's the Tal Shiar, right?
He's playing in
Yeah.
character. He knows
Okay.
what the Tal Shiar are. He's pretending they don't exist.
Something to keep the petty squabble in line.
And
we
also...
definitely
Oh, go ahead.
believe the station should stay safe.
Well, what better way to, if you don't want to get directly involved in combat, but if things get close, maybe putting a couple ships in between the Klingons, the rogue Klingon faction, and the station might make other ships think about firing on you. Or firing, as you do share a border, and the Klingons are gravely still recovering from the war, so they might rethink their situation.
Who do you speak for, Synthetic?
Oh, I'm just making observations.
And they're noted. And the Romulan Empire will do its best to ensure the station remains safe. Sorry, I got kicked from TTS. I'm trying to rejoin now.
Oh, it's fine. She'll smile at you and give a nod. And that was it. That's all I wanted to do.
Okay. So the Cardassians and the Klingons are going to be attacking from either side of the station. Each of these spaces counts as a zone, and then if anybody wants to copy this, they can. But right here, this piece of paper is this is the actions that can happen in a fleet action. It'll kind of go from one side to the other side, back and forth like normal combat. The other thing I wanted to say is that I made a special fleet command bonus action for everybody based on your character. So that is something that you can do on your ship's turn.
Oh,
And then just to move things along a little bit, Hanjot, Lieutenant Commander 16, walks out of the turbo lift next to you as you start barking orders on the bridge to start targeting the Klingons or the Cardassians and shields up and red alert and all of that good stuff. Coming down the little ramp, 16 stumbles and kind of like lands face down on the ground. And when somebody goes and turns him over, you can actually see that he's in the middle of a seizure.
Oh, snap.
Get him to sickbay now.
Captain, wait! Like as they're taking him away. Captain, she's coming.
Who's
And then
she?
the turbolift doors close. And your science officer, sir, I'm getting some really funky readings over here.
Oh shit.
What are you seeing?
looks like some Borg.
Yeah, something really big.
No.
Oh my.
Oh no!
No, thank you.
Nope, apologies to everybody.
I see a big
Oh,
dick butt.
oh God, no.
How did this
No.
happen?
I that's what I was apologizing for. It just reset. Everything's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna talk real quick because this is where things get really, really deadly. These Borg ships will tear through your fleet. Like, basically, your combined fleet size wasn't able to take down a single Borg cube. Now, granted, technology and tactics have grown a lot since then, and everybody knows all the technical things they need about remodulating their weapons and this, that, and the other thing. But these Borg cubes' defenses are 20. So is the octahedron.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, they've got an octahedron.
Um,
That's hilarious for someone who knows nothing about Star Trek. By the way.
but it's
Hi.
twice as bad as a cube.
Yeah, right? Right?
All right, so you are going to want to coordinate as best as you can. So, Ever, you are going to be in charge of the Klingon fleet. I'm gonna say that just narratively off screen, you're able to chew out this guy that decided to take his own thing, kick him off the ship, and you're taking over your fleet. James, obviously, you're in command of the Federation fleet. And Luke, you are in charge of the birds of prey.
What are the Cardassians doing?
Well, so I was going to offer that to you if you'd like. They will fight.
So I just mosey onto the bridge and say, "You might need some help coordinating, lads."
Actually, I was just assuming that you would alter your appearance to look like their commander or somebody higher ranked and just kind of take over.
Oh, yeah, that's way better. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
that. Like,
Okay.
transport them out or something like that at some point,
Mhm.
and then just literally have him like tied up somewhere. Or him,
Yes.
her, or yeah.
Oh snap.
Okay.
Who these changelings when we have holograms?
You had him tied up.
Actually, it's the changeling talent, even
Mhm.
which makes it even better. All
Yeah.
right. So for the other two, Dan. Oh, Razador, you're in command of the merger. Dan and Verg, between the two of you, one of you will probably be in charge of the Fuzzy Targ. But you guys are all in the same fleet,
Mhm.
so you guys will have to sort of collaborate with each other a little bit. I hope that's okay.
Mhm. Fine.
Sure.
Okay, so your side goes first unless there's a compelling reason not to. So you guys can talk among yourselves about who should go first and why. The things that I want to point out, just because we've never used the fleet action rules before.
Mhm.
Um, direct. James is the only. James has the only vessel with a command of 4 or higher.
Mhm.
So he is his is the only fleet that can use the direct. And then so basically, when you attack a ship,
Mhm.
you roll your red number against their blue number um of d6s, and then you're comparing successes on that. Whoever loses gets damaged, and if you're damaged and you lose again, you get a ship in your squadron destroyed. So I'm going to suggest using judicious use of the feint, because the other thing that happens when you attack is your attack score goes down by 1, and when you defend, your score goes down by 1. So defending against multiple attacks uh, will sort of run a fleet uh, score down over time.
Uh,
And then the other important one is regroup. If you're damaged, this is how you get undamaged so you don't start losing ships. And then there are several ships or characters that have things that improve your regroup. And you don't have to, as long as you know what your own is and you can speak to that as the action goes on, that's really all that matters.
Question before we get going.
Yes.
What do the Borg say when they get here? Do they do their standard, we're gonna
Yes.
assimilate you nonsense, or are they doing something else?
Well, I mean, you definitely get the, we are the Borg, prepare to be assimilated, blah blah blah. But it's on your view screens, and it is uh well, the being on the view screen. So it's a woman with stuff coming out of her head. We are the Borg. You will be assimilated. We will add your biological and technological um distinctiveness to our own. And it's pretty clear from the way they're moving that they want this station. Specifically, they want that Iconian gateway,
Mhm.
Which is now part of the station.
which is now
And
part of the
has
station.
3 hours before it's ready for another portal.
Correct. Actually, 2 at this point.
Okay.
Okay,
we can't
so
come away yet.
which fleet should go first?
I don't know.
We need to generate some momentum.
James,
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
that's your job.
that's my job.
Well,
Generating momentum.
you have a special effect that gets you. You can build momentum.
What's that special effect? I'm sorry.
It's right here.
It's the
There's
one in front of your spot on the table.
Oh,
we each have a special thing that we can do to our fleets.
which one am I? There I am. Fleet command bonus. There we go. Lead by example. Difficulty 1 presence command. No effect. This is purely to generate momentum. Uh,
Simultaneously, the most important and most boring.
yes. Okay. Then in that particular case,
But add flavor to it when you do it. Say
yeah,
things.
I'm. Thank you. I was on that
Sorry.
track and now I've lost it. Um.
Thanks a lot, Terror.
I'm bad at this.
Yeah, I think Tanjot will maneuver our fleet to like the tip of the spear, as it were. But he doesn't want to go super far. He's going to start giving commands to all the fleets. You know, hey, let's group up, strengthen numbers, and start issuing commands to all of the ships within his fleet, and also talking to all the rest of the fleets. Like, hey, let's. I know we just had our differences, but we're all in this one together. If the Borg get a hold of this place,
Yeah, we
we're
don't
all
want Borg
done
to have
for.
instantaneous travel.
Yeah, like we are all done for. So that is what he does. So I roll what presence command.
Presence command with a focus. So that's 15-5.
15-5.
What does it mean?
15 or less is a success, and anything under 5 counts as, or 5 or less is 2 successes.
Cool. So we're aiming low.
Yes.
Yep.
Not a completely heathen game then.
Yay!
That's 3
3.
successes.
So 2 momentum.
That is 2 momentum.
And what does this momentum do?
You can buy extra dice with it, or there are some effects that happen per momentum spent.
Gotcha.
So you take 2 actions on your turn. Each
Oh, I do.
fleet takes 2 actions, so that counts as 1.
Because you
And
also
then
didn't change your thing. You just moved.
yeah, you just kind of moved around within the zone, which doesn't count as anything.
Oh,
So anything on this card.
which card? Oh, this card. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting back into this game. Da, 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 da. Oh, his name on the other side. Continue. Other vessels or groups within long range. Oh, I will take a direct action.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it to the PC battle group here.
Okay. So you guys, PC battle group, you can take an action immediately.
Do we want to do faint?
Or you guys have your special
not close
card
enough.
things too.
Oh yeah, we do.
Let's see, I can give extra movement from the look of things. Don't think we need that just yet.
I only need to do my
Luke-
stuff before regrouping.
You're breathing very loudly.
I'm sorry. It's because I was
What
blowing
are you
smoke
doing there,
out
buddy?
right into my microphone.
I've never done that.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dan's got a pretty good fleet command. Oh wait, no.
But none of you are close enough yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to get close. Yeah, like the fleet commands and the feints and stuff. We have to be in the same
Or
square,
adjacent.
yeah. Or
No,
adjacent.
faint does sound pretty good. We're gonna move ahead, but we're not gonna.
Yeah, we can't faint
Yeah.
yet, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a matter of
so
close
we
enough.
want to make an advance.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Group moves 2
I don't
zones.
want
Okay.
to. Yeah, let's not go too far from the others though.
Group up with the gallant group.
Yeah, I can do that.
Move you just a little to the side to differentiate.
Alright.
Yeah.
Why is Residor in so many direct fire situations? He's a merchant.
Where did I put your guys' fleet card?
I don't know.
Oh, right here. So
Oh,
it's
it's
got-
just the one named Fleet.
Yeah. Okay. So next is Cube. So Cube, we're actually going to call that Borg Cube 1, is going to do an advance, which is move 2, and then he's going to attack the Federation. So Borg Cube 1. Regroup automatically, right. So they're going to roll 16 dice to whatever the Federation defense is, which is 17.
17.
Okay. So if you guys see over here to the right of the tray, I've made a group of 10 dice.
Good call.
Copy that and paste it and then drag it up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay.
There you go. I dragged it up for somebody.
Okay.
One the red.
So here's the Borg's attack, and you roll the Federation's defense.
What's the defense there? This the
17.
Whatever number I
17?
just said.
17.
so you need 7 more.
Is that the challenge dice? I don't know why I'm the one doing this. Whoever is controlling the
Yeah,
Federation
it should be James.
Yeah, I was working on it, and then
Sorry, I just put the dice up there for you.
let me know
Alright.
when you're done counting.
Oh, you're good.
Well, that didn't.
I'll assist.
Good assist.
All right, I would delete the zeros. And then count up what's left. The Federation symbols count as ones. Unless you have anything that does extra somethings on an effect. Federation fleet, advanced sick bay, carriers, +1 effect on attack. Never mind. So the Federation symbols count as 2. No, you're defending. Never mind. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
I swear to God, they rolled a 14.
Nice.
All right, so this Borg cube is damaged, and its attack score goes down by 1 because it has attacked once since the last time it regrouped.
Oh, okay.
Make sense? Oh, and your defense score goes down by 1, James.
And that's the blue.
That's the blue. Okay. Your guys' turn. PC fleet, Klingon fleet, Cardassian fleet, or Romulan fleet.
One question, Colin.
Yeah.
How many actions can we take?
2. You take 2 actions on your turn, and that includes
Got it.
the one on your card or any of them on the card here.
I believe I would be best if I go last.
Okay.
Because my ability benefits a lot if you guys are in or an adjacent square to that cube.
I got an idea for mine. How can I go next?
Sure.
Okay. So, I am going to have us advance. Like, and you have to be in the same. What range weapons do these ships have?
It depends on the action, but usually it's adjacent or same.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna move 2 to be right up in there. What just
Oh
happened?
god.
Why did that happen?
I pressed Control Z.
Don't do that.
Yeah, no, clearly not.
Why would you do that?
Because I'm pretty sure I changed the text on my fleet command bonus card.
Ah.
And then I am going to try to roll my EMH command bonus. Or REH. The holographic decoy.
All right. Difficulty 3, Insight Security. If successful the first time you're attacked before your next turn, add 2 to your defense, +1 per momentum spent. Okay.
So
So
Insight security is insight 11 security. So 15 and do I have a focus in this automatically, or is this just straight up? Or do I
Straight
have
up
to-
if you don't have a focus.
Okay, I don't think I do technically.
Not in this instance. Depending on how you're using it, I could conceivably see something.
Like, I'm trying to play the defensive.
Yeah,
Psychology?
no, I know what you're doing.
Could I do it psychologically? Psychology? Can
Not on the board.
not on the board? I don't know what else. Apparently, culturally, present something to them.
Like I
And-
said, I don't really see something that works here.
Okay.
But depending on how it's used in the future, I could see something.
All right. Well, I have to spend a momentum on this to be able to
Okay.
make it work, and I don't get ship dice, do I?
Yeah, you get a ship die.
Okay.
Probably just one for the Keldon, which
Yeah.
what is it? An 11-2.
Well, I do it. Yep.
Do you?
I do. It's a 15.
Oh yeah, great. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, look at that. Excellent. So +2 defense on your next attack, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to spend any more momentum, but yeah.
Okay. Roll this D6 that's right here real quick.
Okay.
Cool. You get an extra free action.
Oh, really?
That's just the Cardassians. That's what they get.
Oh. Well, then let's shoot him.
Now remember that you can be damaged if you lose an attack.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But we have to do some damage to them to be able to.
Well, you can also feint.
Oh,
Which is-
yeah.
No attack is made, but the target enemy counts as having defended 2 additional attacks.
Oh,
So you're going to lower
yes.
their defense by 2.
Yes, please. Yes, please. That.
Okay. All right. So then,
so-
Borg Cube 1, we're going to lower their defense by 2.
And does that eat
Okey-doke.
up one of mine, or just... No, it doesn't. Cool. All right.
Nope.
Awesome.
Okay. Borg Cube 2 is going to move forward and attack the Cardassians that are attacking its cube. So, Terry, you're going to roll a defense of 12,
Okay.
and the cube is going to roll an attack of 15. 16.
Plus, isn't it 12 plus the 2 I just did, or is that included?
That is plus the 2 you just did.
Oh, I thought their defense was 12.
No, it is. I'm saying you add 2 to that.
Oh, okay, sorry. There we go. All right. So 14.
All right, so first delete anything that's empty. And then the Borg don't have anything that I'm just going to pair off here.
That's a good idea.
That and that, and
These two.
those 2 and that 2, and those 2, and those 2.
Looks like I win by... Or no, I don't win.
No, you do not win. So your group is now damaged and counts as having defended once.
Cool. Worth it. By the way, I'm going to have a transporter for me to send me into space.
Okay. All right. So next up is your turn. Klingons, Romulans,
Or PCs.
or PC.
Who wants to go next?
can go after the Romulans if they can get closer.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
everything is a boost per adjacent.
I'm not sure if mine's worth using at this point.
What is yours again?
I can take movement after the action if I use an attack, run, or feint, but I'm not even next to him yet. And I can take 2 actions, right?
You can take 2 actions.
So I'll advance and then feint, and I'll advance to. Yeah, I can feint. Can I feint from a separate one?
Let's see. Feint.
Oh no, I have to move
A
into
group
a
in the
different.
same zone or an adjacent zone.
So I would have just moved to there, and then feint, move into here, attack. Well,
Okay.
fake attack. Oh my god.
Board cube 1 or 2.
Which one already was feinted against?
This one.
1.
One.
I will go for 1 again then. Extra
Cool.
crush that one's defense.
And then we can make it to where the Klingon fleet, who goes last, just has a whole bunch of extra attack on a low defense ship.
Yep.
All right. So the octahedron moves forward. And Borg cube 2 is going to attack the Romulan fleet this time.
Rude.
Well, they're just really attacking whoever they see is attacking them. All right. So, what's your defense?
12.
12.
12. Okay, so you're gonna roll 12 of these d6 challenge dice. Use the white ones or the red ones. And they are attacking. Actually,
Luke, I got you
they already
covered.
attacked once, so they're down.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
Jesus Christ.
Are we missing dice? No, that's everything. Okay.
Oh god, I've still got them all selected. Oh, I just re-rolled one.
Do you know what it was before?
Yeah, it were a 1.
Movement effect.
Oh, yeah, the Federation symbol.
All right. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
12.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
12.
Did they win by 1?
I'm pretty sure we had 12.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah. You know what? I counted one of theirs. You're right. I
Way to
counted
go.
one of those 1s and 2. Okay.
Supremacy!
One.
So both of these Borg cubes are damaged.
That's what you get.
Okay.
PC's next.
PCs or Klingons?
Klingons go last
Uh,
because
Already,
I'll-
can you? Oh, sorry.
Do you
No,
want
go
us to
on.
paint them some more? That way you can really destroy a Borg Cube 1? Or 2? Like, yeah, do you want us to focus fire down on Borg Cube 1 real quick?
I mean, it's
Yeah,
probably the
so-
best option.
Just putting it out there, if we keep fainting at it, I can start next round against Borg Cube 1
Mm-hmm.
with a 17 attack.
Hot damn.
Yeah, but Everoff's thing also gives him +1 attack for everyone in that zone, or...
Okay, I mean
okay.
that still puts him down because I'm just putting it out there before the next two go. You know, talking strategy.
I mean,
Like
you
I've
could.
got that 17 attack.
You guys could use the isolytic weapon and then faint, or no, not never mind.
My idea for the Klingon turn would be Colin to first attack and run to move into this space and attack the Q1, and then use my second action to use my fleet command pack tactics and give it all against the Cube 1 and see if I can destroy it.
And
Yeah,
then
you would want to.
Yeah.
you would want to use your action to do your fleet command bonus, and then use an attack action. But you want to attack from either here or here, because this space isn't adjacent.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was adjacent.
We're in a
Oh, thank
square,
you for
not
telling me.
diagonal.
Oh.
Doesn't.
Yeah.
Colin,
Yeah.
can you give me a new card? For some reason, I think I accidentally deleted it when I moved my view or something.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, because
You know, and I even meant to make a copy of all these for everybody in case that happened, and I kind of forgot.
Oh shoot. Because I think I could have
Yours
given
was
something.
difficulty 3.
Yeah,
I
with con and shoot something involving flying
think it was
I might-
daring con to give you
and another ship extra movement. I think.
yes to give you or another ship +1 movement, plus an additional movement or an additional other fleet per momentum spent.
Yeah, I think I can give that to the You think I can give that to the Klingon fleet so that they can be adjacent?
You can on your turn.
So the
Ah, darn.
Klingons
Okay,
shouldn't go
never
yet.
mind.
PCs should go, and then the Klingons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, actually, you guys should faint.
Yeah, faint and then do your thing. Because you
Yeah,
get two
that's
actions.
what we were saying earlier. What we should do: faint against Borg Cube 1.
And then use her
Yeah.
snazzy action.
All right, feint against Borg Cube 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then she tries to roll for her thing to give the Klingons the ability to just kind of fuck this guy up.
All right, difficulty 3, daring con. So that's a 14. 5.
5. And I take 2 dice from here, or which? Sorry,
Yeah, two
Oh
of the
yeah,
D20s up
take
there.
any 2 of the d20s up there.
Okay, so I'll take a command.
I mean,
It doesn't matter.
Color's best.
Oh, okay.
But
and then you just
All
get a
right.
ship die. Hold on, you get a ship die.
Oh, shit. No.
you go.
Thanks. Sorry, it's my first ship battle. I'm so excited. All right. Ooh.
Oof.
go. Oh, 2 successes. That's
Nope.
it.
Yeah, only 2.
You
No,
And you
can
needed 3.
you can use, if you wanted, your one determination token to re-roll that if you have a value that fits.
No going at it alone.
Yep, no going at it alone.
Okay,
you
go ahead
re-roll
and
all
re-roll
those
all 3 of
dice.
those.
All right. Oh,
4,
Way better.
10, 8. I think that's
That's-
4 successes.
That's 4 successes. So you gain
Yep.
2 momentum, and you do it. So you can spend momentum to give other ships additional movement. Okay, you or one other fleet of your choice can move 1 space. And then for every
Okay.
momentum you spend, you can either move a fleet an additional space, or you can move the same fleet a second space.
Okay, so I'll give the movement. I know the Klingons want to move, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll give that movement to the Klingons, and I think I'll spend another. Wait, where are they?
They're back here.
If you spend 2 or 1 momentum, you could get them into combat so they can do 2 actions next round.
Yeah, I'll spend a momentum to get them where they want.
Which
So
is
they can-
this space here, right, Colin? Would be maximum.
I thought they needed to be adjacent.
Yeah, at least adjacent, so 1 will do it.
Oh, 1 will do it.
So
Okay,
I
you don't
can
have to
attack
spend a
from
moment.
here.
No,
No.
you want right
Has
there.
to be here.
Right here, you can is the closest you can get without having to spend any momentum and still attack.
I guess that's enough. No need to spend momentum. Then.
Okay.
And how do we do the fate? Or did we already do that?
Already did it.
Perfect.
Okay, now it's the Klingon's turn. Everoth,
Although-
you have 2 attacks, or 2 actions rather.
There, You should do a feint and then attack.
Yeah.
I need to do pack tactics first.
Yeah, he has to do the
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's true. You do have to
thing and then attack.
roll difficulty 3 presence command.
And I assume he's got a thing for this.
I have 12, and I have a focus called pack tactics.
All
Yeah.
right, so that's a presence command, so that's a 12-1.
12-4,
You have
right?
momentum? Can I
Would
use
it be a
more momentum?
12-4?
Yeah, he's
Huh?
a 12-4.
Well,
Yeah.
what did I say? 12-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, but he doesn't have a discipline, so it's 12-1.
I have pack tactics.
Yeah.
fucking baller.
Oh, you do have pack tactics.
It's literally one of his focuses.
Yeah, I must have named it after that. I'm sorry, my eyes must have stopped at the line immediately above it.
You also
So it is
Uh,
12-4.
he doesn't get a ship, right? Dice for this?
Not for that one.
Okay, so I would spend a momentum there.
Okay.
Yes, spend a momentum.
There we go. Here we go. Klingon pack tactics.
Oh,
Honorable pack tactics.
that's a 3. A
Oh!
1.
God.
That is 1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5.
5. So you gain 2
Damn.
momentum, and you now gain +1 attack for each other fleet in or adjacent to the target's zone,
Which is all of
plus
them.
another per momentum set. So yeah, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 17 attack right now, plus 1 more per momentum that you want to spend.
Do you want him to spend like at least 1 momentum just to get up to 18 or higher?
I would say so.
Really? Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 18 dice to Borg Cube 1's 14.
What
Okay.
is it? 40k
sorry.
all of a sudden?
Sort of. I am turning into orcs now. So he begins by telling the fleet to go into cloaking mode. So wait, it's you. And when they get close enough, ready to attack, thanks to their allies' ability, he calls the attack with a very imperative, "Bang!" And they just shoot all these dice as lasers. Pew, 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 pew.
Oh my god, there's a lot of empty dice in there. Ever stop rolling blanks!
Holy shit! Can he use a thing to reroll that?
1 momentum to reroll any number of challenge dice, but holy
Oh.
cow, can I just say on, 18 dice, you rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Yeah, reroll all of those for a momentum, I think. Right,
Yes,
guys?
Because you have Daka Daka Daka.
Yeah.
And 1 momentum.
You remember you gotta toss them a little bit, Ev.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There we go.
That's way better.
Alright, do you have at least 4 in there?
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Then yes.
11, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Star Trek symbols. So
All right.
11 plus 5.
So when the Klingons decloak, they are obviously targeting somewhere vital on the cube. Like, there's already a bunch of holes blasted in it. And all of those disruptors and torpedoes hitting in there penetrate deep into the armor of the Borg cube, and it detonates from the inside.
Ah!
Damn.
All right. It is your guys' turn. Whoever wants to go first.
We should probably feint a bunch and then let James do his thing. Because don't you have a special thing that makes your power really good?
Yeah, +1 effect on attack.
So yeah, James should go second to last, and Ever should go last, so we can maximize damage.
Okay.
Are we targeting Borg Cube 2 now?
Think so.
Or the
If
octahedron?
you'd like.
I think the octahedron's going to be enough of a fight. I think we should hit this Borg cube
Mm-hmm.
hard.
I mean,
I'm going to attempt a hit and run. If it's all right with me to go up first.
what's that do?
Sure.
It means I can move after I attack.
Oh, if you're
so-
attacking, you should.
I'm gonna feint instead. I can
Okay.
move after attacking or fainting.
Ah, gotcha.
So, but it's a difficulty 3 insight command. So I need to roll some dice for that, I think.
Yes, you do. D20s. They're up on the ledge above the rolly thing.
And my insight is 10. My command is 5.
So that's a 15. And do you have?
I don't know if any of
focus?
my focuses would help here. I don't think so. Composure or manipulation, maybe.
No, not doing it for me.
What's your
Rightio.
difficulty?
My specialty.
Oh,
Where
your
is that?
difficulty.
Difficulty's 3.
Does he get a ship dice?
Yes.
Cool.
That's not the right one. There you go.
So it's just these 3.
Yep.
Just those 3.
Come
You
on,
want to roll
master.
your number or under,
And the ship dice is a little different.
and the ship is rolling a different number, which it makes right on.
Oof.
Oof, indeed.
Now you can re-roll those if you want, by using your determination, but you only get one of those per game. But we are kind of,
Nah, I'm not fussed. I'll just feint from position.
Okay.
No move.
So the cube 2 is acting as though it has defended against 2 attacks.
Can I go
Okay.
next? Oh,
Then it's
they're
their
gonna
turn.
go next. Yeah.
Unless you want to spend your last 2 momentum to keep the initiative.
Nah.
Okay, so the Borg cube is going to retreat 1 space and regenerate. Or I'm
Whoop,
sorry,
whoop, whoop.
it's technically called
Regroup.
regroup. But normally you have to roll for it, and
They just get it.
they just get it because they Borg.
Alright, well, I'm right the hell here. So I'm gonna go and just faint twice at him.
At the cube?
Yep.
Okay. Their turn. The octahedron is going. Octahedron's actually going to give the Borg cube actions, and the Borg cube is going to attack you
Thumbs up.
twice.
Awesome.
Actually,
it's
it's
in-
going to feint, which isn't a very Borgy thing to do, but and then attack. So,
So I'm a 9 then?
ooh, yeah, 9 to its 16.
Let's do this!
This is perfect, by the way, for the Romulans.
Roll.
And
10.
Borg.
I got a 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
10. 10! Tied!
11, 12.
Oh, darn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 10, 11. Oh my god, they really beat you by 1. 1, 2,
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes. Okay. So you are damaged. And you go down 1 more defense.
So I lose a ship? Is that how that works?
No, not until you're attacked while damaged.
Oh, okay. So one of my ships is damaged.
No, well, all of
So-
your fleet is lost
Oh,
coherence.
I got it. Thank you.
Yes, and then the octahedron is now going to attack.
Didn't it give its a thing
Its
to
its
the
action was
cube?
to give an action to the cube.
Oh, okay.
So now it's going to roll 18 dice to your 7.
8.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to delete one of those, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, I know there's 16 there. 17, 18. Okay, I'm just going to re-roll this pile right here.
Do it.
That doesn't look good for you.
It does not.
One, two, three, four, five, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, I didn't even get halfway through the pile and I already beat you. So, one of your ships, and for the sake of argument, we will just call it one of the Galler class, is destroyed. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The Cardassian fleet is the first to take a loss. And the Hedron has rolled once.
And-
All right, now it's your guys' turn.
They were assholes anyway.
Yeah, good essay from the Peltec.
Anybody?
I guess we'll go.
Okay.
We'll do a move, and then a feint on board cube 2.
Probably good call.
I think that's it. Just reduces defense by 2.
Okay. And their turn, but both of them have gone, so back to your turn. Oh, that's interesting.
So now we want the Federation to go, and then the Klingon, right?
Was that
Maybe
the
the
Romulans gone?
The Romulans have gone.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
went
they went
first and fainted.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Is it total of 4 feints versus Borg Cube 2 this turn?
3 effective feints because it regrouped after the first one.
Ah, okay.
So, but still, James, that's not a bad. You
Yeah,
could
we'll
go
go.
in.
What does what does +1 speed do?
Means that when you move 1 additional zone.
Oh.
As long as all the ships have that.
Oh, it's just the USS Gallant. I don't really plan on using that. I just boom. The Gallant will pop into there
Okay.
as action number 1. And then I'm sorry, let me double check my card.
Oh, it looks like you deleted part of your card, but oh well.
Yeah. I will remember that next time we do this and like do something where I'm putting
Which
images instead of editable text
deleted what part of my
You're
card?
fine.
for the Gallant. The
Oh.
information about the improved med bays that can help when groups resist or regroup.
Okay. So we move up there. I think for 14. Yeah, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna hit it. Oh wait, I don't need those.
How many do you need, James?
17. Give me a second.
I got 10 up here already.
You're going up against Borg Cube 2, you said?
Yeah.
So 14.
Oh, or you got it. Cool.
Oh, I thought I threw you harder. Thank you.
Okay. Deleting the empty ones. empty ones.
Suckers.
All right, 1, 2. Wait. Okay, that works too.
Mine count as double.
Yeah, I mean, you have more than them,
Oh.
even without that.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so that was against the Borg cube too.
Mm-hmm.
So it is damaged again.
Now Ev rolls in and cleans up.
Everoff can't get his extra damage this turn
Why not?
because he doesn't have enough actions.
Oh.
You sure?
Yeah, I need to get pushed one space forward.
We have no way of doing that at this point.
Well, the attack run lets you move one zone and make an attack.
Oh,
Then
perfect.
yeah, then you can, Ev.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Then he's just got to roll his fleet command bonus.
Yep. Probably use another momentum.
Yeah.
Here I go.
Roll well.
I can't see through Pink's hand.
He does not make it. He'd have to re-roll that.
Yeah.
Ev, do you wanna?
I guess so, because that's a lot of damage. Is a reroll a momentum, or do I need to use my
Discipline.
determination?
Discipline.
Or yeah, determination.
Determination. You haven't used that
Let's
already,
see what
right?
you got here. Values: discipline and honor. Or so much learn, so much to learn. I think it's only discipline and honor is your only option there.
Hey, discipline and honor. We do it again.
All right, reroll all 3. It still works, whatever.
He
1,
makes it.
2,
1,
3.
2, 3. Yes.
Okay, so you get 1 + 1 to your attack per fleet adjacent, which is 2, 3, and then you're gonna move and make an attack run.
Yep. So what's the total for that?
3 on top of your. Oh, you attacked once last
15.
turn, so 11.
Oh.
So 14.
14. Okay.
14. I got you, Ev.
I got 12 over here.
And you're going against
forgot.
Borg cube number 2, which is 13.
Here they go.
I think you grabbed some Borg dice in there.
You did grab some Borg dice in there.
Yeah, just to get the 14.
That still makes it a little bit harder to tell because he's going to roll the board dice down there soon.
Get some rolling the white ones.
There we go.
Yeah, don't delete them. Put them off the side because we can roll a momentum to re-roll those if we need to.
What's with those dice?
That's the dice that you're defending against, since you rolled the green dice for your attack, and that's
right.
what the Borg have been using. Oh man, I haven't been using my threat at all. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh my god,
Does it tie?
it is an exact tie.
Ev, you could roll. Use our last momentum to re-roll those 5 dice down here that you.
Oh, there's
Do it.
another board that it fails, so this will be here, and I'll try it. Here's
All right, that's
to
our
the
last momentum.
die cube.
And he did it.
That's enough. Okay, so then you just destroyed Borg cube number 2.
Yes.
Ah.
All right. Octahedron.
I think it's our
Didn't you
turn.
already go? Yeah.
Wait, didn't everybody go?
Yeah, we
Oh,
swapped
I see what you're
around.
saying. Yes. It is absolutely your guys' turn.
I'm gonna try boarding party.
Okay.
What's that one do?
Um,
Sounds like he's boarding a fucking
Borg octahedron.
Heck.
Baller.
yeah.
yeah. It's during security 3.
All right, we don't have any momentum left.
I know.
Actually, if that's the case, let the Federation go first.
Okay.
Everybody regroup on the octahedron. Battle positions and attack. Give me a second. Sorry.
Generate all the momentum.
Shit. I have not looked at them. I'm gonna. Oh wait, there's no momentum.
Yeah, you actually.
No. Determination. I'm gonna spend a determination to add one. I'm sorry.
To add the +2 thing.
Yeah. Field tested. Admiral approved.
That certainly fits here, I think.
So he made
So-
when he rolled, he made a success by 2, so that's a 4 then.
Oh, I didn't notice the roll.
Yeah, you accidentally deleted him, but he had it by 2.
Okay.
A 3 and a 13, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you have a
Then-
thing, James, that worked for that? Because you might have actually made the well, lead by example. So that was actually one more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you generated 5 momentum.
4 momentum. Or
5.
5?
Yep.
Okay.
The
We'll go
difficulty was 1. Did you take that into account?
Oh, I did not. So 4 momentum. Sorry.
Okie doke. Oh, the Federation fleet can do one more thing.
Oh, faint.
Okay. Take that 20 down to an 18. And Octahedron goes. Octahedron's gonna attack the birds of prey.
Probably a good call.
So she's rolling a 17 against their 12.
If you get damaged, I can make it to where you can automatically succeed on a regrouping task, by the way.
I got my dice here.
They're only the red ones, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my god, the green is so fucking... I'm sorry, I keep on cursing. I don't know if that's allowed.
Oh, we
Yeah,
swear all the
Don't
time.
worry.
No, there is no cursing on this fucking channel.
There's
All right.
no sex in the champagne room.
There's no war in the bossing say.
There's no word, bossing say.
All right. Not looking good for you, but let. Oh, okay. Careful.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
10, 11.
10, 11.
Over here.
12.
I got it.
12.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Not
So
good.
even if you re-rolled those 2 blank ones, you still wouldn't be
Yeah.
hurt.
How much damage?
So your entire fleet is damaged, but then she's going to attack you again.
And now you're only rolling with 11.
Yes, and now you're only rolling with 11 And she's only rolling with 16, so we're removing one die from each of us. And so I'm just going to re-roll this pool. There we go. That's what I was looking for. All right.
Ouch.
Ouch indeed.
I think a
I
ship's
don't see
destroyed.
any way that we can successfully.
No.
Okay, so one of the Klingon ships is destroyed. And then she is going to... You can move one space when you regroup. Oh, she's not damaged, though. So instead, she is going to disengage, which raises her defense by 2, and she's moving away by 1.
Does she get 3?
Yeah.
She does.
Oh, shoot.
She's been giving her extra 1 to the cubes, but since those are both blowed up, okay.
But that's all. She's done now. We just get to pound into her this
She
round.
is done.
Alright, does anyone need to regroup at all? Or
I mean,
The Klingons do, I
I'm
think.
done.
Yeah, the Klingons do,
Yeah.
and the Cardassians should.
okay.
Should both regroup.
But I
Do we
actually
need to
really
regroup?
think that we should just pound into her, really. Like, she can't do anything else.
That's true.
I think I'm going to move over 1 and just do a full-on feint maneuver. Because I might be able to get an extra maneuver, too.
Okay.
So I might be able to feint twice. So let me do that. Balls to the wall here. Let's do this. And I'll roll the 1. It's this red dice right here. That is a 3.
So no.
So no. Okay. So I will do a feint. And that's me.
Okay, so her defense goes down again to 18.
No, other
Okay,
people can do
who's
things.
next?
I'd like to.
Oh yeah, boarding party.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to be next
All
to her,
right.
though?
That's true. You guys will have to move in order for Dan to try and launch your boarding party. So you can do an attack run or a feint, and both of those also let you move.
Let's do a feint.
Yeah, I was gonna say it. So this turn, we should actually have everybody faint.
Mm-hmm.
Because then I can attack to do damage at the beginning of the next turn. See if we can put them on the defensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just everyone will go in and just feint that shit.
Cool.
But
Also do-
everybody should move to the same square the Cardassians did. So
Mhm.
that way at the end of next turn we're all in the same spot. So Ever can put in another big hit.
I think you're the big hit at this point. Yeah, you're definitely the big hit at this point.
Anyhow.
Okay. Anyhow,
Tech- technical
we're
input.
doing a feint, and then I'm gonna do the boarding party thing. Try
Okay, so the feint is moves 1 zone and feints.
Is that a special
So-
ability they have?
Feint?
No, the move 1 and feint.
No, it's
Anyone
just
can
part
do
of
that.
feint.
Oh,
Yeah.
well then I should have been feinted twice. It should be 2 less. I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I had to move first.
Yeah, so all of these actions are on the card back here by the station, and you're welcome to copy or paste that or just read it.
I just missed the
So you-
the move thing.
yeah.
That was just me fucking up. So,
All right, boarding party. Difficulty 3. Oh, you deleted yours too. Okay, learn my lesson on those note cards, everybody. That's on me, I'm sorry. So it's difficulty 3, daring security. As far as focuses go... Okay, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sending a boarding party or are you leading a boarding party?
I'm leading the boarding party.
All right, then you can use hand phasers.
Mm-hmm.
But rolling complications will be bad.
Mm-hmm.
Will be very bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. This is a 14-4, I think. Or no, during security.
Tom.
I'd re-roll that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You're gonna spend your determination.
Yeah. Good time
I
to find a
can.
home because
Oh wait,
Values.
he doesn't have. I can do this anymore. He hasn't changed that yet.
yeah, but I'm doing time to find a home because I'm defending my home, defending the
Yeah. Okay. I'll take that.
station. Roll those.
It was your time to roll shitty.
Yeah.
That's usually my job. Much, much, much better.
5, 6, 12. I think that's 2, 3, 4.
That's 4. So you gain a momentum. And what system or systems are you attacking?
Uh, sensors.
Sensors may not attack for 1 turn.
Mm-hmm. And I'll throw actually throw momentum in. We'll do shields too.
Okay. Next defense is -2 and cannot attack on this turn.
On this turn or next turn?
Well,
The next time it has a chance to attack, it can't.
yeah.
Okay, so next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Then we still have our or no, we fainted and then that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Is it just Romulans left?
No, it's a lot of people, but the Romulans could move 2 and then faint.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Advance and faint. I know it don't make no difference, but I do not want to be like right next to him. For myself, way back here.
Yeah. Okay.
How very Romulan of you.
Next.
Next, probably Ev. Faint twice, because you could go in there, faint twice, and then James could go in and like, Bratow!
Or regroup and not be in danger of losing more ships.
Can I regroup and faint?
Faint and regroup, I think. Yeah, you could.
Well, if you regroup where
Oh.
you are, then you can benefit from
Oh.
not 1 but 2. Oh, they got left behind. Two ships advanced sick bays.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So start with the faint. Or start with
Yeah,
the regroup.
Start with the regroup.
I'll start with the regroup then, and then I'll faint out.
Okay, it dawns on me that I didn't actually make a card that talks about what happens when you regroup. If it regroups, roll challenge dice equal to the vessel's current defense, adding 1 for each effect if you're in the same zone as the ship with engineering or medicine a +4. And I've counted that. So basically, the Gallant and the Sana ship both mean that you don't even have to be adjacent to them as long as you don't have to be in the same zone. As long as you're adjacent to them, you're +1.
So
Cool.
what do I roll?
So you're gonna roll dice equal to your defense. If it's greater than your strength, then you stop being damaged. Oh, shit. Okay. Your strength is 12. And right now you'd be rolling 4, 5, 6 dice.
So is it even worth it?
Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry. Klingon fleet is 11. You're rolling 11 and you have to roll above a 12.
I mean,
That's not so bad.
statistically, that's not bad.
It's the Cardassian fleet that's at a 4.
Oh, yeah. Cardassians are just...
Here we go.
Anjad's taking some pleasure of watching these Cardassians get their ass smacked.
Do they not want to fight, and protect this space anyway?
Oh,
Nope.
that's not a good roll.
That is not a good roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, now, even with rerolls, you wouldn't be able to... Oh, you could spend
Yeah.
a momentum
Yeah.
and reroll everything, but at this point, whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
It's not worth it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're remaining damaged. Are you going to
Fainting.
faint still anyway? Move one.
Do it.
Yeah,
Do it.
it's worth it.
I'll move over here. In fate.
Okay. So that's -2 more on the Borg.
Now James rolls in. You could faint once and then pow! Or, yeah.
Yeah. Starfleet moves in. We do a move and feint. So take it down another 2. And then, yes, I believe Kerpow is the correct. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You 6 more?
How we paste. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We believe in you, James.
Damn it! And I just threw like 2.
I got
way
him, I
off
got him,
the
I got him,
board.
I got him, I got him.
Okay.
All right. So Borg got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah,
You
James
have
got way
1,
more.
2, 3,
You
4.
beat.
Yeah. Okay, so the Borg octahedron is damaged. Is
Doesn't
that
matter
everybody?
that I did like way double, because each of these count as 2.
Yeah, you got
Or-
more than they did, so they are damaged.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we only gotta get
it's-
him one
it's
more
a
time
Steps
next
thing. It's
Yeah.
a step thing. Okay.
Okay, so now, yeah, that was everybody. So now the Klingons can use their pack tactics and then also attack, and their
I mean,
defense is still basically
Or
locked.
James can do it again, because it's top
Well,
of the
they-
round.
Well,
No, James can't, because that was the top of the round move.
that was the top of the round. Now it's the
Oh.
Borg's turn.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh, it's the Borg's turn.
So she is going to regroup, so she is no longer damaged, and her defense goes back up to 20.
Hmm.
And she is going to attack.
No, she's
Can't
not.
attack
Yep.
sensors.
Oh, cannot attack. You are right. Well then, 1, 2. Is advanced 2 or 3?
2.
2.
Oh shit.
can I go?
Unless you go flank speed, then you can move 3 zones, but your defense is 2 lower than normal.
Can I go?
Hold on. She's. Oh, right. Yeah, you can go.
I'm gonna advance 2, then flank. We can all do that.
Faint?
Faint, that's what I meant.
Okay. Oh, let me actually. Nah, it's fine. Okay. So everybody but the Federation?
Everybody but the Federation.
Yep.
Oh, we would actually don't want to all faint. Someone needs to move in and attack, I think.
We'll want to go to the top of the round because she's already gone, and then Federation can come in, advance, and then attack.
Oh, that's
Run,
right.
which is-
Yes, that
Yep.
is true. You are absolutely right. Oh, and real quickly, let me try something. I have to roll a 6, right?
4 or 5.
3. I don't get it.
Yeah, no, it'll be a Federation symbol. All right, so you guys gonna move your ships?
Yeah, advance and. Are we all doing advance and faint?
So,
it's-
oh, except for someone
We
needs
can
to
make
attack.
this a little
Right.
easier, and Colin, you could just move all of them.
Yeah.
There we go.
Sorry, I didn't
Yeah, I
realize
think
that I had to move 'em.
I think maybe one other person should attack.
Yeah, because
They'd be damaged,
otherwise
and
they'll
then-
just be able to regroup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Well,
need to
no,
be.
because
So
the next.
the Klingons should also attack.
Well, the
Can I
Klingon.
use my ability to move the Klingons? That way we can have.
So.
but
no,
the
that
Cost
would
of
be
your
also-
action.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're right. We need that fate.
So the turn will. It'll be the start of the turn before they get a turn to regroup next, and the Federation can advance and then attack run, so get another big hit on there.
But
Before
then
they
if
get
they.
But then it'll just regroup.
Oh yeah,
We-
because
we
they're
wanna-
regrouped already. Yeah,
Yeah.
that might be the best bet then. Yeah.
Yeah. So Klingons are gonna attack at the end of the round, and then Federation can go to the top.
It should really be the PC fleet that attacks.
Yep,
Oh yeah,
actually.
we can attack. Yeah.
Yeah, PC Fleet actually has the best attack stat without using abilities other than the
Mhm.
Federation. Weird.
So,
All right, so
Okay, so what's going on?
there is
Feinted
gonna be...
attack, move and feints from everybody except for
From
the PC
everybody.
fleet, which moves and attacks.
Okay, so the Cardassians already did. The Klingons look like, or the Romulans look like they're out of range, right?
No,
no,
that
I-
just
they
has...
were in range.
Yeah,
He just
I
hasn't
was.
moved in.
Okay, and then the Klingons, and then the PC fleet is attacking. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then the
look-
PC fleet rolls
There you go.
15 dice
Oh, no, I see.
to
Never
the
mind.
Borgs, 14.
We actually roll 17 dice because we get +2 attack from isolic weapons and EMP.
Oh, excellent. Well, wait, I thought that was taken into account on your little counter there.
Oh, okay, got it.
So you're rolling 15.
Okay.
I mean, still not bad.
Can we add to that with momentum?
Yeah, but it's expensive. It's 1 die per momentum. It's better to use it for rerolls.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And they can't do anything to add with determination, can they?
No.
Okay.
Determination.
Ah!
Oh,
All right, that's a 4. That's a 5. Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. To your guys's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Re-roll those
All right.
dice, guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll these 3 with threat as well because I'm playing a board queen and I realize I should probably be a little bit more intimidating.
Oh, darn.
Shit, the
Oh,
charge
Oh,
got
by
on.
1.
By
All right, the-
one.
PC fleet is now damaged.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
And make sure I will lower their defense by 1 if you guys lower your attack by 1.
I mean, now it's top of the round. Now James can roll in and shoot
Yes.
at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they'll still
So-
get a chance to regroup at this point.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Oh no, we could keep momentum, guys. We can keep momentum.
Oh,
yeah,
It's
we
the
can
top of
keep
the round.
Nice.
keep
Oh,
the-
I see what you're saying. Yes, you can keep momentum for half of your momentum.
Yeah.
and then Klingons can go and just mess them all up
Actually,
Cool.
you're still the better option, I think.
if they use their ability. Oh, we can attack twice, can't we?
Mhm.
Yeah.
We have what's it called? And their defense is down by 1.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I think
Well,
James is
they
gonna.
wouldn't have a chance to regroup, so they would still be down pretty severely.
Perfect.
Yeah, we would still be the best option. Okay.
Be 15 dice. 5, 10.
Into there. 13.
10. Oh. All right. So I'm rolling 15.
They're rolling 13.
All right. Apparently, I suck at this.
All right, I got the one that
If
fell
you
off.
give them a little shake in your hand before you throw them, it'll like bring them together in a little ball.
All right, remember the Starfleet symbols do 2.
Okay.
Oh, that still isn't a great roll.
Could have
No,
been way
that's-
worse.
That's a really good
Could've been.
roll.
Oh yeah, actually, now that I'm looking at this from
17.
more of a top view.
Yeah.
I didn't roll any. Oh, I rolled 1 single hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he devastates
Yeah,
them.
even re-rolling, there's no hope for her. So the octahedron is damaged.
It was already damaged.
No, we didn't
No.
It
manage
wasn't.
to land the attack.
No, yeah, it was. James did it
But I
when it was up
Last
here.
And then it regrouped
Grouped.
because
Yeah,
you
regrouped.
attacked it at the beginning of its turn, and then it took its turn to regroup.
Oh.
no.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why.
So-
Yeah.
So now we should spend our two of our momentum to keep the
Mhm.
initiative.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then the PCs wail into it. I just did it.
Okay.
Okay.
So we need 14 dice
14.
on my part.
So wait, the PCs are attacking right now, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is a 2 out of 3 chance that if you guys attack, the ship that you are on will be destroyed. So there is a 2 out of 3 chance that a player character could die right now.
The Klingons could go actually, because don't they have what's their bone? They get a plus for how much for every
Yeah,
adjacent fleet?
we should get a lot of from pack tactics if it applies.
Yeah, if Mutman's pack tactics is rolled, then they would get 11, 12, 13, 14. They would be rolling 14, 15 dice.
I'll give it a try if you guys want.
I'd
Go
say
for it.
so.
Yeah.
Okay, here I
The
go.
thing we were thinking of is we were going to get to attack twice. Was why we were.
Yeah,
True.
what was the 2 out of 3 thing though?
Because there's 3 ships in your fleet, you guys are damaged, and so that means that if you lose the attack instead of being damaged, you will have a ship destroyed.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah,
know
I would
what?
have been. I'm actually fully willing to risk that.
I say let's risk it.
Yeah, I'm fully willing
As
to have
somebody
that.
who's not on board that ship.
So you don't want me to roll for pack tactics?
No, I don't think
No.
so.
We're going to attack twice. I think.
Okay.
Go.
Or you could feint once and attack once.
Oh yeah, that's what we'll do. Decrease it by a further 2, and then.
Yeah.
How many dice you got there?
So she's rolling 11 now to the PC's 14.
Yeah. So if you do a feint first, that would drop down to more, right? Drop down to a 9 versus your 14.
No,
Yeah.
that was
No,
with the
the-
feint.
Oh, that's with the
That's with
feint.
the
Sorry.
feint.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
And hell, we could always re-roll all the ones also if she rolls really good.
Sorry, one second. I gotta zoom out a little bit.
Two got away. Ah,
Ah,
I got it.
Why? Oh, that's why. Somebody else grabbed the same die that I was moving around. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12.
You guys reroll the 4 you missed. The
Yeah.
5 you missed.
And I think she's going to reroll too, just because this is kind of an all or nothing kind of thing right now.
Okay.
I just hit R a couple times. That's 3.
You got it. Okay, so the Borg octahedron is destroyed in a hail of fire. It is a little concerning that it was able to get within such close range of the station, especially with the Borg's well-known ability to use transporters through shields. But I'm sure everything is fine, right?
I would still have like my I still have my group of mercenaries that are meant to protect me on that ship. Like, are they giving us any updates?
We have been
It's-
assimilated. Join us.
It's fine. There's nothing there. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, all clear.
All clear.
Okay. So then let's do a quick resolution for each fleet. So I'm looking at the Klingon fleet first. So Eberoth, you have lost one of the ships under your command. And you had to throw the nominal fleet commander off the bridge. So I don't know that any of them are necessarily going to stick around after everything has been straightened out, right?
Don't think so.
Okay.
Mostly because we did said that Klingon defensive and stuff like that is going to be able to protect the station. So mission successful.
Yeah, I mean, you did have a pretty awesome couple of moments of destroying 2 Borg cubes.
Cubes. That is honorable as hell. They might stick around.
you got the
Yeah.
kill shot. So that's gonna get you some clout in the Empire for sure.
Aha.
All right, the Cardassians, they got fairly well fucked over.
One ship gone.
No, that's true. Well, that's a third of their fleet size. What, Tara? How do you unmask?
Oh, I'm not. So what's gonna happen is he's gonna our doctor's pretty unethical, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to fake an injury. And like with the medical but with all the ship's damage, we'll take our gracious hosts' opportunity to teleport over to their sick bay. But oh no, he didn't make it.
Okay. So Gul Raul has died, and I think his 2 ships aren't going to stick around for a lot longer. Tanjat, you came out pretty good. This is probably the best engagement that the Federation has ever had with the Borg, which really just says that I didn't make the Borg ships scary enough. But
Can I do a little scene on the bridge, real fast? Ensign, send that recording to Fleet Admiral Picard.
oh, you're a dick.
Oh.
They were that hard.
I mean, really, it was all of the groups sort of working in concert
Yeah.
in the feints that.
Yeah, no.
So I mean,
Yeah.
I guess that isn't
We're like
absurd. This
dancing
went
circles around. Yeah.
about as well as the Battle of Sector 001.
Hmm.
Okay. God, Cola, you guys came out just fine.
Yep, we're piecing. But I would like to try and send a message to Jet.
Okay.
And I'd like to try and send it on paper, I think, via a person who hands her a piece of paper. Is this possible?
I'll hand you a piece of
Yeah,
paper if you want.
Not
Transport.
via that person. Anyone but
Via a
that
living
person.
person.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it will essentially be a malicious rumor about that sex worker abomination android synthetic.
And what the hell does that rumor say?
Well, she's sussy traitor. Don't trust her. A trail of bodies is followed around the Alpha Quadrant, I think it is, right?
Yes.
Almost always Ferengi competitors. Like, yeah, you know. Keep your eye on her. She's dodge.
Scandalous,
All right.
unsolicited. I say unsolicited.
They all killed themselves. I know what you're talking about.
No, they all
Themselves in the head
died of
twice.
completely acceptable and medically accurate reasons.
And then obviously there's the insinuation that
Mhm.
Jet might get got by this scary thing too.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
Okay.
bye everyone. Have a nice
All right.
time.
The doctors, Sona friends, I think they're gonna stick around for a little bit.
Mhm.
Mostly because they are the primary, I guess, architects of this.
Mhm.
I don't know, whatever agreement.
Hodgepodge.
Yeah.
That's the way we like it.
What about the merger? That is your ship to keep around if you want it, Razador. Just like
Oh,
for
yeah.
keeping an eye on the holding.
Mhm.
Sure. Also, can I shoot one last message to Jet?
Oh yeah, I mean you guys are
Before we
living
go?
there, so
Cool. Yeah, I'm going to tell her what my trump card was. Real
I
quick.
don't remember what your trump card was, so you have to say it to everybody.
All outstanding loans will be forgiven, meaning the colony would be solvent immediately, and everybody on board would become independently wealthy overnight.
Oh, that is if they agree to move it to
Yeah, I'm
Rangy
just
Space.
telling her if she go ahead and starts that process, this is what's going to happen. Just to give her something to think on overnight as she's high on the victory of the Borgs were destroyed right in front of her without seemingly minimal casualties.
Okay. And the fuzzy targ that was Dan and Verg.
Mhm.
I mean, obviously you guys are sticking around, but how are you coming out of all of this fight with the Borg and negotiations?
So far it looks like we're pretty much where Verge wanted. It's neutral, still independent. She has the assurance of at least quite a few allies that they are going to remain that way and have protection. And meanwhile, Federation intelligence still has an ear to what's going on here. Oh, and where do you want these quantum torpedoes?
On
Feed
our
off of the
ship.
targ. Yeah.
Do you see those torpedo tubes right there, please?
Yeah.
Because we are running old, classic, 300 years ago torpedoes.
Mhm.
230 year ago torpedoes.
230 years
Because remember,
ago
this got a
torpedoes.
refit in the TOS era after the Terrans got the Defiant.
But still.
Yes.
Although it'll only be provided that they are still in this remote area. relatively remote area. Oh, she probably should tell about the Borg was seen here, so keep an eye out.
Yeah, that's actually something that should be mentioned. Is the Borg have almost no presence in the Alpha Quadrant. This is by far the farthest that
Mhm.
they've ever been. But you can also kind of assume that that is because of the Iconian Gateway and not
Mhm.
necessarily because they are trying to invade this corner of the galaxy, which is literally the opposite corner from where they live.
But then
Okie doke.
again,
I think that's a good place to end. I know that we left more plot uh,
It's perfect.
devices open than we necessarily close, but that is what we will call the Battle of Empok Nor for the time being. Yeah, I'm Colin. I've been the GM. I appreciate you all bearing with me through an experiment. About half of my experiments don't go well, but y'all played your parts very, very well, and I'm kind of happy with how that negotiation scene went in
Yeah, that went well.
particular. Next time, though, those board cubes are going to be way scarier.
Yeah, next
Mhm.
time.
All right,
Right.
joining
More
us
chips.
tonight in order of Borg body count, lowest to highest.
Mhm.
We had Luke, who I don't think actually straight up attacked the Borg once,
Nope.
No, saving ammo.
saving ammo, he said.
Expensive it is, that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed being Colonel Coleb. I'm sure I'll be back at some point to try and destroy your evil abominations.
You're welcome anytime.
Mhm.
And then we had, I guess, Verg, since you were piloting.
yeah. I'm Amy. I play Berg, and first time fighting the Borg. Kind of scared next for the next one. All right.
Oh, you'll never see the Borg again. They're not an iconic Star Trek villain at all.
I mean, to
And
be fair, they're pretty well neutered at this point. Like,
this is true.
I have a feeling that was kind of a Hail Mary for them.
That was kind of exactly what I was going for, so I'm glad you caught that.
Yeah.
All right. Razador.
I feel like I killed at least one Borg, but hi, I was CD. I was playing Razador. This was fun.
A little bit different, right?
Mhm.
I like different. All right. Next up on the chain was Dan and his away mission
Yeah.
or
Are you
boarding party.
are you kidding? I had way less than either of those three. But
Well, your kill count was all Cardassians.
oh, that's true. Okay.
Yeah, I'm Tom. I play Dan. Hey, none of the delegates died except for the Cardassian, but we killed him. So
No, he died in a
Job well
valiant
done.
effort.
yeah, job well done.
Okay, now it's Tara.
I'll call it a
Hey,
win.
I'm Tara. I don't know what anyone's talking about. She has never harmed anyone except for the two people you've seen on screen. That is an exception to the rule.
What's funny is I just kind of made up random backstories for intelligence background for some people for this, and all of them lined up with the one that Tara told me after I had sent all of those other ones out. So I was pretty happy with how congruent our heads were.
So that weren't even a lie anymore.
Yeah. All right, and then we had James all the way over here on the right.
Hey, I am James. I played Jar
Jaws.
Jaws, who I haven't played in like 2 years, so forgive me. But yeah, he's the captain of the USS Gallant. Took command of the Federation fleet, and yeah, good to join you guys again.
Yeah.
And last but certainly not least, with the highest kill count of the night, we had Everoth.
Hello, I am Emperor. your now favorite Klingon, and say it with me, Kapla!
Kapla.
Kapla. All right, we are the Kobold Cafe. We have games, what, 2 nights a week?
Yep.
3 nights a week?
2
At
nights.
we
least
stream
2
one
at
on
this
Friday?
point. There might be
Friday
one
one.
tomorrow.
There might be one tomorrow.
I could go for it tomorrow, honestly.
2 or 3 nights a week. There's fantasy, there's space, there's more space. Every once in a while, we do something modern. Check out, we've got a website, thekoboldcafe.com, twitch.tv/koboldcafe. Everything we got is on YouTube, but we don't get a fancy vanity URL there, so you just have to type in Kobold Cafe. You can get updates when we stream on Twitter. That's at
No,
at
it's
Kobold
just Kobold
Cafe.
Cafe. Yep.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure y'all are sensing the theme there. So, yeah, I think that's it. Who knows what'll happen next week, but I'm sure it'll be exciting and not at all terrifying. Everybody say goodnight.
Good night.
Bye.
Nice to talk to
Night.
you.